Dude, I need to get a starting, or I need to make a starting soon screen so bad. That way, at the beginning of my streams aren't always just me sitting here doing nothing. Twitch looks good. YouTube looks good. All right. Let's see what slop we got today. Hold on. There was one video that I wanted to start off stream with. Just because I thought it was funny. Is it this one? I think it was this one. Throw that over there. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, Pyros. How you doing, dude? This is so funny. I saw this on Twitter, man. You imagine being Hassan, you visit Cuba, you're getting investigated for it, and then they immediately start doing free market stuff. Generational L.
Abiy visits Cuba, they abandon economic socialism 3 months later. What did they mean by this? That's right, we have a very unfortunate update today for Twitch streamer Hassan Piker. Before the update, quick context, as you probably know. A number of months ago, he took a trip to Cuba, presenting this as some sort of humanitarian aid effort, which got him criticized greatly on the internet because people were pointing out that he didn't seem to really do humanitarian aid. As a matter of fact, he was staying in a 5-star hotel apparently, and while the citizens of Cuba were facing blackouts and no electricity, his 5-star hotel was still going. Full electricity there, as he did his broadcast from the safety of that fancy hotel suite. On top of the trip plummeting his already terrible reputation, this also got him a probe from the U.S. government, as the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control sent subpoenas both to Piker and this organization called Code Pink. But that's all old news. As mentioned, that's the recap. Here's the update. As only a handful of months after Hassan's departure and his push for communism, Cuba's gone the entirely opposite direction, pushing for free market reforms.
This is just... Can you imagine? You do all this, socialist LARPing, you go to the country, you get yourself in legal trouble over it with your own government, and then they immediately switch up on their socialist economics. Like, oh my goodness, dude. Pure comedy.
Which has resulted in Piker being mocked once again. The trip was already a disaster for him, and somehow it just got even worse. Here's the specifics. As Cuba begins its largest economic reform since the 1959 revolution, the country's parliament unanimously approved radical reforms that provide for the privatization of a significant part of the economy. The plan provides for private real estate development, the creation of private banks, the transformation of some state enterprises into commercial companies with shares, and the easing of restrictions for private businesses. The turn towards the market was supported by the Communist Party and the country's former leader, Raul Castro, against whom the U.S. recently brought charges in connection with the downing of humanitarian aid planes in 1996. Now, of course, it's absolutely reasonable to remain very skeptical of the regime, but nevertheless, this is a pretty hilarious update regarding the
Well, of
Hassan
course,
Piker.
right? Like, don't ever trust Cuba itself. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Start the stream with Kami Piker, not a great plan. The Castro family is like a cancer. Yeah, pretty much. True. First thing you see when you click on stream, well, you know, if you start off as bad as it gets, it can only get better, right?
Part of all of this. People
gotta
going
get Hassan
on
out of the way.
horribly.
This is
Hassan
the point
must
of
be
streaming
taking
the
this
least
news,
amount of
writing
people will be
Hassan Diddy
watching.
Piker
You know?
right now, and others saying Diddy Piker worst year so far, posting the infamous Baki image of Muhammad Ali Jr. right there. Horrible character, by the way. Over on the subreddit Our World News, they would talk about the reforms.
Baki is
and the top
such
comments
a
are,
weird.
I'm not watching.
And
Hey, what's up, guys?
okay,
Here.
what's happening?
This is the body
What's
cam
happening?
footage
What the
of
frick was that? YouTube. Like, I just-
Hassan
Hey, what's up, guys? Are here. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up,
oh
guys?
my
Are here.
god, dude! It's doing the frickin'.
this is the
Why does YouTube playlist do this? It's so annoying. Like, please, for the love of God, YouTube, work with me here a little bit. keep thinking the bars of the floor, and they come out with shovels. Yeah.
Forms, and a top comment's already memeing Hassan right here. Well, first of all, the top comment reading, Castro and Che Guevara are turning in their graves, lol. Right below that, we see the Hassan one, writing, Hasanabi visits Cuba. They abandon economic socialism 3 months later. What do they mean by this? Response reading, imagine living in poverty your entire life. And then a rich American millionaire coming along telling you socialism is good,
No. You don't understand. It's the island mindset, the island party mindset, like Hassan said. They actually love it. They loved it when the power was out and they were, you know, all just gallivanting around in the night.
And for those unaware, Hasanabi is Hassan Piker's Twitch username. And that's the latest. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your week.
Don't you love it when the horrible state of your nation is being used for political propaganda as by an American streamer who's basically the arm of the CCP? I don't know why people hail Che Guevara as a guerrilla icon. His tactics sucked. Yeah, I mean, basically, has anything good come out of Cuba in terms of like anything ever? The only good things that come out of Cuba are the people who like ride a raft to the United States. Those people are based, right? Like, it takes some balls to ride a raft all the way to like Florida or something. You know, I'll take the immigrants who had to cigars. Okay, fair enough. I'll take some immigrants who were willing to risk their life by riding a whole freaking raft to the United States. But otherwise, like, nah. We can leave the Cuban stuff there. All right, I saw.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ruff here.
The Muujin has he's collecting more L's like Infinity Stones apparently. Fidel Castro forced his country to cut off ties with America to then rely on America for their income after the Soviets fell. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that's what I was saying, dude. Like nothing good has ever come out of Cuba. Like it's just been a joke its entire existence. The only time it's ever had any relevance is when foreign entities are helping it. Like,
so in this video, I'm going to be going over the recent crash outs from the YouTuber Muujin. This stems from his recent coverage of the Deme situation, and when facing a lot of criticism and mockery for his biased coverage, he is trying to not only mock people.
Dude, is this guy exposed himself once with the Saikuno thing, and now he's just going on a simping spree? It seems like.
For not watching his video, but also trying to gaslight people into believing a fake narrative while simultaneously flexing his views and thanking people for the free promotion on his video. And of course, that video is this one right here titled, How a VTuber Setting Boundaries Turned into Disaster, the Deme versus Chibi Reviews situation. As you can see, this video is not being well received, barely hovering over a 75% like to dislike ratio because people do not.
Let's not talk about like to dislike ratios. Some of my most popular videos, oh man, we're talking like 50%, 51% like to dislike ratio. It's bad.
Appreciate the narrative.
Apparently, anytime you make a video on Asmongold, just expect a very bad like to dislike ratio because the weirdos will find it and get very upset that you didn't call Asmongold ugly or something.
That he was trying to paint, one that focused largely about 40 minutes of the hour-long video.
Unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm does not like to push
whether or not
does not like to push stuff to based people most of the time.
Deme was doing extracurricular activities during a stream from about a year ago. That was what he was painting as the outrage, and it's reflected in the comments on the video. But throughout all of this, he never really focuses on why this comment that made this situation explode was so hypocritical given her own relationship and the accusations.
Well, I mean, this entire thing is just, when you see people like this, when you see people like Deme, it's almost always just projection, you know? People, for some reason, love to call out people the loudest when the exact same thing could be said about them.
current boyfriend of verbal and physical abuse.
Lady in objectively terrible relationship makes fun of somebody else's relationship that failed horrifically. Very strange.
And how she has routinely demonized anyone who would bring up her lowest moment while doing that to Chibi Reviews when he criticized her recent post about her boundaries regarding not safe for work art of her VTuber model. Also in Muujin's video, he talked about this video from internet.
Oh my gosh. No, say it's not so. Say they're not like Ouroborosing each other's content, dude. Like, we cannot have Muujin and internet anarchists referencing each other in their videos. Like, they're both just slop content farm channels that don't do anything besides recite a Twitter drama or something. Bro, internet anarchists, I know I've said it like several times on this channel before, but the sloppening. Listen, I know one or two things about slop, but this is just soulless content farms, especially internet anarchists. I'll have to say Muujin does a little bit better than that guy, but not by much. Every internet anarchist video is the exact same thing. Yo, what's up, Diabolical? How you doing, dude?
Anarchist, and painted the heavy volume of dislikes as directed brigading
Eden's going well so
from
far.
Chibi Reviews, and not the
Made
fact
fun of
that
Hassan
this
Piker
video
a little
is just
bit.
utter trash. And
Made
also,
fun
as
of
pointed out in
Cuba
Muujin's
a little
own
bit.
comments section, the internet anarchist is not a reliable source and known for plagiarism.
Oh yeah, that's right. That guy also just uses straight up plagiarism. I forgot about that.
Which, of course,
Not shocking.
in his coverage here, he
Wouldn't be
describes
surprised
as
if Muujin did either.
objective looks into the situation. This doesn't seem very objective. It seems kind of ridiculous to dismiss all of the dislikes and criticism as...
Listen, man, if you have to immediately preface that your video is objective, come on. Nobody is objective on anything. That's just a fact of reality, okay? Everybody has a bias towards something. Even if it's like a 51-49% split.
Gating, but in the replies of that YouTube comment, Muujin would heart a comment saying, "What source?" Muujin is talking about how the internet anarchist covered Chibi in the past to give background context. But that's not what he did.
Even
He didn't
AI are
just
biased?
give
I mean,
it a-
yeah. AI just holds the bias of the person that coded it. For sure. I mean, AI won't... You ask AI a lot of stuff, it'll give you woke answers. I mean, just look at Gemini, for example. That entire AI is basically just the most progressive slot machine of all time. Everyone has bias for sure,
background
yeah.
context.
Anybody
He
pretending they don't have a
claims
bias
the
is just lying. Straight up.
Flash on that video, the criticism
I'm objectively unbiased.
was the
True.
result of brigading
This stream right here, actually the only unbiased place on the entire internet. True and real.
that is attributable to Chibi Reviews. So I guess he's going to make the same excuse with his own video, attributing the 4,700 dislikes to brigading yet again. And the whole narrative he's painting is a very obvious one. It's not about the criticism towards Deme for her hypocrisy and her mean girl behavior, but instead, you can see right from the title, the Deme versus Chibi Review situation. That is the big...
Muujin also has a history of just straight up siding with whichever content creator is bigger. Like, without fail, almost. The Sykkuno situation was kind of a outlier, but he somehow managed to pick... I mean, dude, the Sykkuno situation was just... All he had to do was make a video being like, yeah, Sykkuno's a cheater. And then he just started adding all this extra weird stuff that made the video, like, borderline defamation.
focus with the whole stream incident being kind of the fold around all of it. And it's really reflected in the comments on his video. I mean, just look at some of these. Public stoning of Chibi Reviews when we don't need dudes like him in this world. The next one saying
Well,
the fact that Chibi genuinely
such
believes he
positive and,
deserves to live is crazy.
Accepting people.
Another one saying, I'm gonna be so real, the second Chibi said he was pro-ICE, I stopped.
They want to deport illegal immigrants from my country. I wish, all the bad things in the world would happen to them. Like, it's funny too, because these are the people that are always like, put the flags in their bio and are so inclusive. I'm doing air quotes. I know you can't see me, but inclusive and loving of everybody unless you disagree with me, and then I wish you death. You know?
Feeling sorry for him. So I guess they stopped feeling sorry for him for being cheated on, nearly taking his life, his brother's grave being targeted. They felt no more empathy for him the second they found out he supports a law enforcement agency. Like, January called, it wants its virtue signaling back. But here's some more saying, I don't know this chibi person from a hole in the wall, but if I was one of his fiance's friends, after seeing this dude, would side with the fiance too. Totally mask off. So this person's basically saying, I would side with a cheater because weird internet person. Interesting. Another comment says, I'm just going to leave this here. Chibi reviews life where his fiance and friends left him was earned. Don't let him garner your sympathy. Another one saying, I don't care who started it.
It's funny too, because you know every single person that's commenting something like this genuinely lives the saddest, most like miserable life. Like, this is their life right here. These YouTube comments, this is what they live for. This is all they have going for them. It's the same thing with the people on Twitter. It's why I don't even bother arguing with them if I ever see them comment on a lot of stuff, because it's just like, I just feel bad for you, bro. Like, your life is unironically depressing to even like bear witness to. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, 3 or more? How you doing, man?
BB is dragged through the mud. So you can see the obvious narrative here. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about what Deme did and the hypocrisy and the entire narrative. They just want to see someone they don't like online get dragged. But here's one more comment saying, so the drama just shows that Chibi deserved everything that happened to him, and people can't effing get context for his behavior. Well, it's hard to get context for this entire Deme situation when the most important parts are intentionally omitted by Mugen, the objective narrator. But this comment really sums up, well, just kind of the sycophantic loyalty to Deme, which isn't really exclusive to her, but just overall when it comes to content creators. This person says that stuff about Chibi's brother is uncalled for. His bro wasn't involved in his bad behavior. That stuff about him getting pucked and his friends all siding against him.
Is it the IRL pic of Deme, her being like 350 pounds? I haven't seen it because I'm pretty sure it got deleted.
Was 100% fair game though. That did not happen for no reason. So I guess if someone has something really bad happen to them, they
I'm not the kind of person that's gonna like fat shame somebody if they're overweight, unless they're posting it to like LARP as being hot. Because there's a lot of people that do that, and I'm just like, oh god. Gorlock flashbacks.
It must be their fault. Isn't that called like victim blaming? But anyways, they edit to add in this. Thanks for adding this. That IRL pic of Deme, I apologize, Deme, I was not familiar with your game. So basically, this person is...
I see we're talking about the cuckold overlord. Yeah, bro. Mugen, I don't, like, what happened to the guy, bro? Just one day he woke up and decided the simp life was for him, I guess. She's large, she's leaked her own pics on stream on a few occasions. Well, it's one thing to just, you know... It's one thing to be overweight. It's another thing to be overweight and then, like, try and sell yourself as some goddess or something. You know what I mean?
Openly admitting they just are completely swooed by the fact they think she's attractive and they don't really care about anything else. And also, it's ironic because she has pretty much admitted that she could engagement bait those exact same people if she started showing off more not safe for work content of herself. And they're just really feeding into the narrative that she is going to dodge accountability as long as people will just blindly defend her no matter what. But we have to do some clarification here because a lot of people were talking about this pinned comment from Mugen where he admits that he had to edit out a fabricated tweet from the video, and then he adds a second edit talking about Lolly. Now, the confusion started because not only was
Oh, no.
the video edited, so people didn't really know what
Don't
was
tell me this video is
included.
about to take a huge sideline into the Great Lolly debate. I have no interest in the freaking Great Lolly debate, bro. No interest at all. I know this is like Rev's domain, but I hope this is not where this video is going. Which Demi really needs to learn how to shut their mouth. This isn't the only battle they think they're winning on. Yeah, Mugen is he's making it a habit, it seems. I guess Demi's done this in the past as well with like the view botting accusations and stuff like that when she was literally the one view botting.
In the removed portion of the video, but given the second edit and this fake tweets that Deme had briefly tweeted about Chibi reviews seeing cute lollies, which was not in real life, which was not what actually happened. He was talking about a baby kangaroo in Walmart. People put 1 and 2 together and thought it had to do with this post right here. But it turns out it was actually comments made about this tweets, which is a fake tweet from Deme that was making the rounds on social media. Essentially, Chibi had made a few tweets, some of which are now deleted, where he was asking if this was real. And if it was real, it would look really bad. Which, yeah, I mean, if it was, that's like a fair question to raise. He wasn't claiming it was true.
How dare somebody ask for context on my internet? You have to believe everything you see. Every picture, every screenshot is obviously true and has not been doctored in any way, shape, or form. Like,
and as I covered,
imagine catching flack for asking for context.
In my previous
That's
videos,
crazy.
This is almost certainly fake, right? There's no archives of this, and I said don't spread this around because, well, you're painting a fake narrative here and don't stoop to Deme's level type thing. But of course, people are running with this narrative that somehow people getting this wrong completely debunks everything. But
Trust
we do
me, bro.
have the actual
pretty much.
original clip that was edited out. And
Internet would never
honestly,
lie
it
to me.
doesn't really help
True.
anything
I would
that
never lie to
Mugen
you,
is trying to
chat.
claim.
As this was happening, Chibi would tweet this, saying, "Hold up. Is it true she's deleting tweets to hide evidence now? This all could have been avoided if she didn't double and triple down. My mask off ability is stronger than ever." So here Chibi would be referencing another allegation, the fact that she was deleting posts about her boyfriend's past behavior. In this post, made in October 2025, Demi would say, "It has been brought to my attention that my partner had an incident where he essayed someone close to me. He's changed since then, and he's gone to therapy. I know this sounds bad, but people aren't defined by their past. People
I mean, if this is true, we just ignore that.
can grow." Chibi would have something to say about this. This all started with me calling her out for hypocrisy.
Dude, okay, man. Like, listen, I know my videos aren't much better, but like, Mugen's videos just involve him reading someone else's tweets. And listen, okay, I do that all the time too. But but like, Mugen tries to act like he's the truth when it comes to content. Okay, I'll admit I'm making slop over here, like, not the highest effort content or whatever, but I just
If
get
this is
amused
true and
by
she's
it.
deleting these tweets, it's nuclear.
You think someone would
level bad
do
and
that? Just
big
go on the
yikes.
internet and tell
I actually am
lies.
concerned
Yeah.
she has Stockholm
Mugen kind of has
syndrome
a
at this point.
soft-spoken
This is
cuck voice,
horrifying.
very fitting.
As this was
Well,
going on,
he lives in France, bro. What do you think a guy that lives in France is going to sound like? Think he's going to sound like a Chad?
he would do something that he always typically does whenever there's a conflict or drama surrounding him, which is post a screenshot of his stats. As this was happening,
So as you can see, the post he made related to this was
It's almost
asking
like when
if
he
it was
posts a picture of his stats, it's going to instantly generate him more money. I mean, I'm not gonna diss the guy for posting his stats on Twitter.
true, and if it was true, it'd be a really bad look. But notice how Mugen ended that portion of the edited out section by saying, of course, Chibi, when facing a bunch of controversy, would flex his wealth and his stats on Twitter. Doesn't that sound familiar?
I was gonna say, Chibi is almost certainly less wealthy than Deme.
This was something that Mugen did not touch upon. Deme, in this situation, when facing a bunch
He's
of
French. I
criticism
don't know if
for
he is French.
hypocrisy,
I think he moved to France, which is like, he didn't even get the spawn debuff. He just chose to debuff himself, you know? Like, that's crazy, no?
she would flex that she's buying a
think he's, like,
Rolex,
Canadian or something.
which is
I don't
even
know.
more ironic given her
I'm spreading
hypocrisy
misinformation
just
on the internet.
hours before, mocking people for farming Twitter engagement because they're poor AF. Which then again, this is kind of the same attitude
Someone
that
pull out the Pokemon clip. If you're a broke boy, just say so.
has. So this was his follow-up to the whole pinned comment situation, saying, there's this really funny narrative going on that I showed a fake tweet from Chibi in this video and then edited out after upload for damage control. If you actually watched the video, you'd see that around 28-26, the fake tweet is still there, and in the video I go through the trouble of explaining that it's false. What I did edit out was a tweet at 49 minutes by Deme that was posted by someone else.
There's such a smugness that comes across whenever this guy says anything,
Multiple
dude.
people pointed that out after the upload. If you want to criticize the video, at least bother to watch it first. Anyway, thanks for the free marketing. Oh, geez. That sounds very familiar here. He's now trying to flex the free marketing he's getting for this video, just like his previous post promoting the video. It's not going well.
Also,
500
him criticizing Chibi Reviews for posting his Twitter stats is funny. When wasn't he like flexing his view counts during the Saikuno incident?
likes, nearly 200 comments. But you
Pretty
can
sure he
see him
was.
saying over and over again, if you watch the video, you would know what happened. Well, the problem is you edited the video. A lot of people were not familiar with what you actually contained within that portion you took out. That's your fault. You're making it confusing, and as an unreliable narrator who has had to edit out many things from recent videos, people were starting to make assumptions, which is not surprising.
Wow, when he starts speed posting drama content so that it's still relevant when it comes out, and he's not doing his due diligence on his drama channel.
And given the order of your edits in the pinned comment, people put 1 and 2 together and made what they thought was a reasonable conclusion. But as you can see, he ends this tweet by saying, anyway,
How
thanks for the
dare
free
you get something wrong about my video, despite the fact that I got stuff wrong in my own video and had to edit out that you'll never know was even in the video.
marketing, thanking everyone for the engagement on his video because of this narrative he's pointing out, which not only sounds like Deme, but also sounds like how he left off the Psychono situation, where in his, I guess, accountability-related tweet, he ended it by saying, as for me, I'll
that's
continue
exactly what I was
making
talking
videos
about.
that
He's
millions
flexing his view count.
of people enjoy. Flexing his view count, which, you know what, if you want to flex your view count, that's up to you, but then again, be careful with stuff like that, because you can see the videos leading up to the Psychono situation. You can see the view count of previous videos getting 1.4 million, 3.6 million, 1.1 million, 1.6 million, around a million, 1.2 million, 2 million, and then this was the Psychono situation in the now deleted video. Since then, 500k, 400k, 300k, 300k, 300k.
Like, cinema, we lost 75% of our audience because we couldn't keep our mouths shut. W, man. Nice. Now all those people that you're trying to make these quote unquote unbiased drama videos for, guess what? The only people left watching you is the biased audience who's always going to side with you in the first place because they were retarded enough to side with you in the last drama. Like, generational.
So these are still great view counts on video.
It's still massive view counts, but you know, it would definitely have to feel bad going from 2 million views on average, it seemed like, to 300k, 400k
videos. But this guy was flexing getting millions, and literally in poetic fashion, the second he flexed getting millions of views, his view count on the average video dropped by about 75%. So that's only something to point out when someone is flexing their view count. But he also ended the
unbiased
whole
drama sounds like a
Psychono
straight
situation
Frenchman.
by ironically
It doesn't
saying,
exist.
I can only wish them the best.
Surely nobody watching and hears French, right? I haven't just destroyed my French viewer base.
Hope that his ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, can find the peace that she deserves. Ironic, given the fact that he thinks this girlfriend who was cheated on deserves peace, but Chibi Reviews and this whole narrative, not as much grace forwarded over to him, and it's reflected in his comments of his video, as you can see. But going back to the pinned comment by him, yes, people are very suspect of Mugen as a narrator, especially when it comes to flinging out all kinds of accusations, why people thought that was the fake tweet that he was sharing. Think about the Psychono situation. He ran with this Google Doc from Himomo, who labeled Psychono as a dangerous predator.
We didn't just run with it. It was a coordinated hit. He posted the video within like 2 hours of this Google Doc being out.
Nothing other than serial cheating, which is obviously horrible, but nothing predatory in the way they're trying to paint it. And Mugen in his now deleted video used that exact same phrase, which he would eventually edit out before eventually deleting the video. So editing out
almost like he doesn't want to get sued into oblivion for, I mean, at the very least, borderline defamation.
Is a routine thing for him at this point. And in that video and the responses to it, even Deme told him to basically take a step back and stop flinging things out like that and take your time with videos. And with this whole narrative...
Wait. He's simping for someone who called him out on the last drama? Oh my gosh.
And with this whole narrative...
It's beautiful.
He's not reliable.
He actually will just suck up to anybody that has a decent amount of subscribers, won't he?
Don't trust this guy and what he's doing. He is flexed in response to his own deleted tweet about the Psychono situation, saying he is the danger when it comes to getting videos out so quickly. Well, if he didn't get this Chibi Reviews video out so quickly, he would notice that the whole narrative surrounding the posts that were faked of Deme, this happened 3 days ago, 4 days ago at this point. So he wasn't really doing that much research when he was going through this situation, and people just aren't buying it. You can see this quote saying, "This drama is a week old and the dude still put in fake info on accident. Maybe if you weren't such an unreliable narrator, you wouldn't have had to keep making these edits after the fact. And be careful with that image of Powder. You might scare Mugen. He crashed out on her, which led to the flexing of view counts during the Psychono."
I mean, let's be honest. At this point, Powder is like... If someone comes out against Powder, she's basically like guaranteed to make the person's career just implode. It seems like Powder definitely seems to be the right-wing VTuber at the moment.
Situation because she dared to criticize him as a what?
Like, I feel like her growth is kind of unprecedented.
Narrator. But here's some more replies to his post, ratioing him, saying, "It's truly becoming a pattern of behavior for you. You know, people aren't stupid and can see with their eyes, right? Their special eyes." Well, yeah, people can also see that clearly Mugen likes Deme. We can see some of the logs of him interacting in her streams, even saying she's his favorite streamer, which, whether or not that's supposed to be taken literally, he clearly...
I mean, bro, he's obviously unbiased here.
Has a pretty positive view of her, despite the fact that she kind of...
No, don't worry, guys. This is unbiased drama coverage from Mugen.
Flamed him on Twitter during the Psychono situation. But that's really the reflection here. The end of the Mugen arc here, and hopefully the end of this entire completely fatigued situation. I got major fatigue of this situation. I'm sure you guys do as well, but I wanted to follow up because I think his response to all this honestly just made him look worse, and also made him look like a narcissist and a guy who likes to flex free engagement and views and all these things. And this is becoming, again, a pattern of behavior, just like making edits to videos. This guy isn't uploading every single day. He uploads every couple of weeks. How are you having to edit pretty much every video you've been releasing recently when you have time to sit down and make sure you're getting it right?
Well, like, not to mention, a lot of people just eat this slop up, whether it's true or not, in terms of drama content. A lot of people straight up do not care. They just want the story to be interesting.
Even what he included in the edited section, it may not be what people originally thought, But
these
it was
people that
still
like
in the
live on Twitter and live on, YouTube and just live for the online drama to begin with, they've already made up their minds on who's right and who's wrong. Like ages ago, like before any evidence actually came out about anything.
mistake.
They
and a
just
very
picked the side of their
obvious
favorite
one. Like,
creator.
how do you not know that as someone who's an objective narrator of this situation? But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, consider giving this video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give my unbiased review of the situation. You should sub the Rev. There, unbiased. I don't like Rev or anything. It's obviously an unbiased take from me. Oh, I saw this earlier as well. Carmelo Anthony footage comes out from the track meet where we can essentially see, he went and got his knife basically just, well, literally to prepare to stab Austin Metcalf. Nobody's surprised. It's really weird how the people that are defending Carmelo Anthony, it's like they just routinely only choose to defend the absolute worst people in their own race. Like, bro, if you stand behind, like, Clarence Thomas, Ben Carson, plenty of other prominent, successful, intelligent, not criminal black men that you could look up to and rally behind. But no, they always choose the criminal who kills people for no reason.
body cam footage of Carmelo Anthony, which is like really crazy. At 2:15, you hear Carmelo crying like a baby. He put his hands on me. I didn't do nothing. He put his hands on me. Okay, let's watch it.
If somebody is treating the victim, then they
So this is the...
I believe they also released the footage. This is not the footage I was talking about, because I believe the footage of him, like, going into the tent with the knife and then running away after throwing away the knife is also been released. I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got these.
But it's crazy, by the way, that this kid went over there, stabbed him, and then throws away the knife, starts running away, and then holes up in a corner and starts LARP crying.
Oh, there he is.
They're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium.
It's not raining anymore? Well, it clearly wasn't either. That's why his shirt's barely wet.
You can open up the channel.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
Holy shit.
Memorial tent over there,
I'm
guys.
sure there are
All right.
plenty of black people who are good people that have been treated unfairly. But I don't know who they are, because these guys are the ones that get the spotlight. Yeah, I completely agree. It's ridiculous.
It's on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Oh,
He
man.
crying? I told him not to, and then
I would love to just hear Carmelo Anthony cry for the rest of my life.
stabbed him. So this is the footage of it happening right here.
That kid should be in prison forever. Or, wood chipper, slowly, painfully.
I'm waiting to see it. What the fuck? So we just ran away? What the fuck? And then people are like, hey man, where are you going?
The
Didn't
fact
you just
that
stab somebody?
the fact that when they run after him too, they're like, you would think this kid just instantly gets dogpiled and has the crap kicked out of him, right?
What happened? A soft push and then a stab happened at the 1 minute mark. Okay, let's see if I can find it. And then he just immediately stabbed him and oh my god. You can't just stab somebody who pushes you? Well, the thing is, like, this guy just stabbed somebody because he went into their tent. He wouldn't leave. I'm not
Goes somewhere
alleged.
he's not supposed to be because he doesn't want to stand in the rain. As we know, very dangerous to black people. He thought he was going to drown,
did it. Wait, what does he say?
This is the alleged suspect. Okay.
Alleged I did it. Pretty, yeah, all right, well, actual knife used to murder Austin Metcalf. Okay, this is just a pretty simple, like, yeah. She said it wasn't a deadly weapon.
Wait a minute, was it a switch? I don't know what he had. It was like
Knife, not deadly weapon, by the way. In that case, my 45 also not deadly. I'd like to classify that as a emotional support weapon.
It seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors.
As you know,
and
bro, like
everything
knives
and
are very
so it was small. Well,
very known for not penetrating people. Very known for not hurting when you get stabbed by them. Like, I mean, Jasmine Crockett's a retard, man.
The size of it alone, you wouldn't even think it's a deadly weapon.
Well, it sure seems like it is if it...
It's a freaking knife, bro. What do you mean? You're telling me if somebody rolls up to you with a knife smaller than this, somebody pulls up to you with a 2-inch little baby knife, you're not still going to be like, yo, do not stab me with that. Like, get the frick away from me. I know I would be like that. You know why? Because it would really hurt a lot to get stabbed in a lot of places with that. And there's a lot of places that you could get stabbed with that where you would die. I mean, for God's sake, dude, a person's hands can be a deadly weapon too. Like, the classification of deadly or not deadly weapon is so bizarre in my opinion, because it's just like, you can die from frickin' anything, man. If a paper clip goes in the right orifice, you'll probably die.
Kill them, right?
If it was one of the little
man, and again, why are they defending him? Because they are black and he is black, which I think is really stupid. The majority of people that are victims of, you know, people that get killed by black people.
What doesn't make any sense? You can die in 1 inch of water? Yeah, exactly. You can die from just about anything if it hits you in the right way or something goes horribly wrong. Not to mention, these people, it makes no sense to me that they defend a kid like this just because he's black. You should actively not be defending him because he makes the rest of you look worse. And you make yourselves look so much worse when you defend him. I wouldn't want to get stabbed by one of those retail safety box cutters. Those blades don't come out more than like half an inch. Yeah, exactly. Who's going to say, oh, your knife didn't pass the size test. Not deadly enough. Like...
are other black people. So
yo, what's
why
up, Nathaniel?
are you trying to run defense for somebody who could have stabbed you too? So I don't even know why they're defending this shit. It's so stupid.
If you want to break it down far enough, Home Depot's a deadly weapon store? Yeah, 100%. And so is Walmart. And anywhere that sells anything sharp or even cutlery or anything, like Pottery Barn, new weapons dealer.
I guess I'm missing the part 4 where 4 white boys were giving Carmelo a beatdown. Again, everybody knew.
That's 100% what Carmelo deserved. I mean, honestly, it's probably better that that didn't happen, because then it would give these people leverage to be like, oh, he didn't do nothing. Taking over the world one AI gen at a time.
That isn't what happened, right? I mean, obviously, that's not what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, 70 billions, advocate for the Anthony family. You can clearly see Carmelo
I had to bring back a
attacked
disgusted
under
look
the
to the
canopy.
thumbnail today.
This is why we'll keep fighting until he's free. Why are you dwelling on the story? This is America. Fools are dropping every day. The reason why I'm dwelling on the story is it highlights a massive double standard and an inconsistency inside of primarily the African-American community, where they enable and try to draw excuses for bad actors and criminals because of some perceived solidarity. Because
well, they do it with all these people, man. They do it with Floyd. They do it with Carmelo Anthony. All the, like, what's his name? Is it Trayvon Martin? Is that another one? I can't remember them all. There's so many that they try and do them with. I remember the one where it was the black girl, but she was like trying to stab somebody with like a freaking 7-inch knife or whatever the frick.
Of skin color. This guy could have stabbed you. So that's the big problem.
Like, isn't it worrying that there's so many people that they try to turn into martyrs on their side that you can't even remember the names of them anymore? And all of them blend together because they are almost always doing some kind of violent crime when it happens?
Is that whenever you have a demographic in the country that is exhibiting own group preference by such an extreme degree, despite all pieces of evidence, data, and information completely indicating the opposite, I think you've got a really big problem. I think you've got a huge problem.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ruff here.
This is the...
Very annoyed with YouTube just auto-playing every single thing. Hey, yo. This is a crazy frame to start Grumpy Whiskers video on, no? Like, whoa. Hey. Based? We'll get him next time. Korsh Detective Agency. Man, I love Kirsha. Oh no, Eustace got lost. Responds to Princess. What's up, Zesty, and how you doing, dude?
Closed up shop, hung my coat.
Bro, I love the art style on this, man. Like Grumpy always does such interesting styles with his videos. What's up, Noise? How you doing?
City in the cigarette smoke. One train ride, one peaceful view. That's what I told myself. The station hummed, the engine sighed. Moonlight dancing on the silver lines. I bought a ticket, found my seat. Thought for once the night
Love this
might
noir
let
style?
me
Yeah,
sleep.
I completely agree.
No missing hearts, no missing clues. No chasing shadows in expensive shoes.
Did she get a himbo, bro? I need to become a himbo. New life goal? Question mark?
Just a holiday or so it seemed. Funny thing about trouble, it follows dreams.
Need to pull out the himbo diabolical made me.
Whispers travel faster than
Oh, it's
the
a dream and she's drooling about it. She's
Every
drooling about being with
smile's
a
another
himbo.
paper veil. Everybody's hiding something behind a smile and a suit. Everybody's hiding something and somebody.
It's Moomy. I don't know who. I'm not sure who these are. Nasky, maybe? Not entirely sure.
Stole the loot.
Obviously, Keen, Dot, and Lord Intellectual.
Everybody's hiding something. Secrets.
I need to watch Dot's video
quite
too.
well. Everybody's hiding something, but nobody
Trucker
hides it well. A golden prize gone without
Golden
a trace.
Simp Award.
1 minute shine and next it left the place.
Nasky and Trucker Woman.
One suspect wasn't very
I love this
keen
design
to
for Keen. Something about it. I don't know. I like it.
answer where he's been. Another gave me quite a
Mizuki.
tale, though not the one she meant. Some things shine for a reason. Some shine to
That's
pull
Cynthia?
your eyes.
Maybe?
One secret peeled itself apart before I heard the lies.
It's a good design for Banana
The
Junior.
bartender filled my glass
Is that supposed to be Ked? With long hair?
and pointed down the hall. Funny how the smallest clues can crack the biggest walls. The conductor swears we're all respectable.
Check the comment section. Oh, it's true. Obviously, Skybrows, Griffin Knight over here, Delta Wolf. Vesper, maybe?
Makes the whole thing
Keen
more
always ore farming, true.
susceptible. Everybody's hiding something behind a smile and a suit. Everybody's hiding something and somebody
Sin City look.
stole the
What's up, Lisa?
loot.
How you?
Everybody's hiding something. Secrets sell quite well. Everybody's hiding something.
Bro, I love the
but
style on this one, man.
nobody
Dot looking at a loop first picture.
Paw prints across the dining car. Paw prints leading near and far. Paw prints showing up again. Either this cat's a mastermind,
You gotta find Eustace, man.
or somebody keeps feeding him.
Lord Intellectual flexing for Ember.
And
Just
honestly,
okay, bro.
I'm leaning toward the second one.
And I love how Eustace is doing his spelling thing. Is that Leaflet, Ovtid, and I'm not sure who this is. The art consistency on these MVs is getting really good. Yeah, I completely agree. Eustace is fat, bro. Keen getting exposed for his leaflet simp addiction, bro. Slushy links.
But nobody hides it well. The trophy's found, the case is closed. The culprit caught, job well done, or so on.
What was that statue?
The trophy's found, the case
Is this someone simping for powder?
is closed. The culprit caught, job well done, or so
I'm not sure who this is with purple hair.
I'm told. The cat looks innocent.
The only person I can think of with purple hair is Melody, maybe?
Mostly, the train rolls on.
Golden Simp Award.
Somewhere.
Dude, okay. YouTube is gonna start pissing me off real bad, bro.
Oh, here we go.
What is going on? Okay, I'm literally gonna have to just start searching up every video I have pulled up on another tab and pulling it over outside of the playlist, because, like, what is the playlist doing? I have no idea how to prevent whatever the frick that is. YouTube's possessed like always? Apparently so. Just gonna start auto-playing through like 14 different videos without me pressing anything. Is there a toggle next to closed captions? I mean, I have autoplay off though. Maybe it's on here. There's not for these ones. Like, I genuinely do not know what's going on with the playlists.
Trophies found, the case is closed, or so I'm told. The cat looks innocent. Mostly,
What did it say on the newspaper?
Job well done, or so I'm told.
Shocking. Man steals own award because he didn't want to win it. The man claims he is not actually the biggest simp and is not going to be known as such. Local intellectual agrees. He claims he should have been the one to win the award.
The cat looks innocent. Mostly,
Lord Intellectual might deserve to win the award. I can't lie.
And somewhere in the dark, another mystery waits.
Simp Absolver 2000. Yeah, bro, Grumpy Whiskers is absolutely knocking it out of the park with the videos he's making. Especially with the all the different styles he goes for in his videos. Should have been me, Intellectual, probably. Yeah, exactly. And he might be right. They caught Fauci. Oh, man. Now I gotta go pull this one up on another tab, too, because YouTube refuses to cooperate with me for whatever reason.
I found this to be interesting. Today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents exposing how Dr. Fauci provided millions in taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous
Cinema,
gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab, worked at politicized...
Okay, here's the thing, though. To anybody that's been paying attention since 2020, I feel like we all already knew this, and the fact that it's coming out like this in this fashion, you know, 6 years later, it's just like... Is anything going to happen? Please? Like, I feel like those of us who knew have known, right? Like, it's not like, this isn't breaking news to me, the same way that the report Rupert Lowe made is breaking news to any of us that have been paying attention, right? It's horrible, obviously, and it's enraging that this stuff is the case, but we've known that this has been going on for half a decade.
Elements within the intelligence community to suppress the truth of the actions and to hide the virus lab leak origins, and lied to Congress while under oath in 2024.
Before the COVID pandemic, Dr. Fauci, as head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, provided millions in U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses.
Like we were already spoiled, now they're just confirming the spoilers.
Which is now
Exactly,
widely viewed as the source.
It's more trying to wake up the normies. The left will just ignore evidence in their face. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about that the other day. It's just like, how do you... It's really just like a zombie brain rot that we're like up against. It's like, how do you convince somebody that literally refuses to acknowledge anything remotely true whatsoever? Like, if you can't get somebody to agree that there's two genders, how are you supposed to get them to agree on anything else on planet Earth? Like, if we can't agree on the most obvious things ever, and then they'll call you science deniers for, you know, questioning Dr. Fauci, and meanwhile, they can't tell you how many genders there are. It's like, I can't help you, bro. Like, I genuinely, there's no point in me even, like, arguing or talking to you if you're, like, just a zombie, basically.
Of the unintentional lab leak that sparked the pandemic. Now, in support of President Trump's maximum transparency mandate, today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked.
Fauci is pardoned by Biden?
It's like the bald man says
Who
you can't
cares?
logic
It's
someone
not
out of a
pardonable.
position they didn't logic themselves into. That's true. I never heard him say that, but
What?
I completely
What?
agree.
You can't?
Like, I used to be the kind of
Why
person
not?
who would really like to try and talk to some of these people and just have an honest conversation with them, but you literally can't. I've had people say to my face, like, things that it's just, how do you even believe this in the first place? Not even a week ago, I had somebody say to me that they have less rights than white people. And this person's Asian, by the way. I'm like, what are you even talking about, bro? Like, what rights are you missing? And obviously, I say that. They can't name me a single thing they're missing, right? Like, what rights do I have that you don't have? They can't tell me anything. They're just vibes basing their entire life. It's ridiculous. How can you even have a normal conversation with people willing to be addressed as it? Yeah, exactly. True.
Just do it anyway. Who gives a fuck?
With politicized career leadership
That's a thing?
in the intelligence community to suppress
Gotta
the
happen
truth
first
about
once,
his
right?
actions, the virus's lab leak origins, and his
They don't want an
role
honest conversation,
in
yeah.
directing U.S. funding for this
They don't want any conversation at all. If you even show the remote interest of expressing an opinion that they disagree with, they immediately don't even want to talk to you anymore. Their brain just shuts off. You're now a bigoted, racist, like, whatever other label they want to put on you. And, you know, you deny reality and you can't be trusted anymore, despite the fact that they believe things that just straight up aren't real.
research that caused immeasurable harm and countless lost lives. Now, these documents expose Fauci's direct role in influencing
And that's what's so
and
frustrating to me about
manipulating
the
IC
Fauci
assessments.
stuff. Like, I'm not sure that posting this, I mean, obviously you should post it, right? I'm not saying that we shouldn't post this or anything like that. Like, it's great that this is out there now to be referenced to for other people. I think the people that need to hear this the most are the older people, right? The people who don't normally use Twitter or whatever, and they're still listening to the mainstream media. But so many people either already know this is true and have kind of given up on a solution ever being reached because we've known this is the case for 5 years plus, or they're never going to be convinced by this in the first place.
On COVID-19.
The left, Asmongold and
how
Fox
Fauci
radicalized
lied
you. It's
to
so
Congress
funny too,
in 2024,
because
when under
Asmongold is a left of center guy. Probably he's not even right wing. The left radicalized me. Yeah, 100% true. If a leftist ever asks like, "What made you this way?" I just like, get a mirror, bro. You made me this way. Like, what are you talking about? You go out and actively cheer for people's death because you disagree with them, despite the fact that they were peaceful. And I mean, Charlie Kirk was a moderate right-wing individual, right? He wasn't like some alt-right super chud or anything like that. No, he was like baseline right-wing. And people were ecstatic over what happened to him on that side. It's like, you expect me to side with you on anything? I mean, I've been right-wing my entire life, to be honest, but
he denied.
The only thing that's pushed me more and more right-wing is seeing what the other side says or does repeatedly.
Knowledge of or participation in discussions with intelligence officials about viral research. We also received testimony from multiple intelligence community whistleblowers who reported retaliation for challenging the intelligence community's manipulation of intelligence on the virus's origins. Once again, revealing a clear pattern of suppressing dissent, silencing critics, and burying the truth.
I wonder why.
Dr. Fauci's close relationships with the intelligence community
Keep in mind, Dr. Fauci was saying AIDS was airborne back in the day when he had very concrete evidence that it was not airborne. Like, this guy was just saying stuff.
Told him to assume 3 key roles that shield him from scrutiny.
The same goes with the question,
Dr.
what made you
Fauci
racist?
Funded dangerous
As if they weren't giving us plenty of reasons every single day.
Linked to big pharma and their
It's ironic because
universal
the people who
vaccines
ask you stuff like that
trillions of
are
dollars.
genuinely racist.
Second, Dr. Fauci was
they actually believe people of minority races are incapable of acting in a civilized manner or, following the law and stuff like that. Or, voter ID. They're like, oh, voter ID is so racist. Black people aren't even capable of going to get a driver's license. They don't even know the word computer. Like, how patronizing is that?
Behind-the-scenes advisor who, alongside his handpicked
you should be allowed to get into college with a lower
pushed the
SAT
intelligence
score because
community to
you can't
endorse
be expected
a
to
natural
perform
animal origin to
well
hide
in
his
school.
dangerous gain-of-function research
Because
that
of the
he
color of
funded
your skin,
using
obviously.
taxpayer dollars. All of this in a
That's fucking insane.
deliberate attempt to cover up the truth and shift the blame and attention away from Fauci's own actions.
The racism of low expectations,
Dr. Fauci became the nation's pandemic pundit, and he publicly pushed lies, disinformation, and censorship.
They don't know how to go
using
online to get
every
in line,
platform
Joe Biden.
available.
And they also shut down and destroyed the lives and reputations of anybody.
You could make
who
the argument that
disagreed with
Fauci
it.
was trying to
That's
genocide the
really
gays
big,
by
important
promoting that.
component,
Yeah.
is that the COVID censorship can never be forgotten.
Now, according to hundreds of reviewed emails, which are
Going by the
included
official
in this
definitions, I'm not
release,
racist nor
the
bigoted. I just
intelligence
really dislike
community
stupid people.
almost
I
always
agree. I don't think
incorporated Fauci.
Like, I'm not racist. I don't think anybody's skin color does anything to their personality or anything. I'm culturist for certain. I will say that 100%. There are some cultures that are straight up terrible. Absolutely heinous. And a lot of them are found within certain communities. But that has nothing to do with the color of somebody's skin. It has everything to do with how they're raised.
Fauci's recommendations. He promoted a fraudulent
Some
paper
cultures are
whose
just straight up
publication
inferior.
He helped prompt as legitimate
And everybody
information
knows
for
it's true.
intelligence community consideration. Senior analysts praised Dr. Fauci not as a policymaker, but as what they called an unbiased guide to the
nobody
real
wants to go live in the freaking forest with a shaman. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to go go live with like the freaking Aztecs who will sacrifice you to the sun god or whatever. Obviously, those are extreme examples, but I think you get the point. I prefer the term ethnicist. You could say it's the content of their character. Yeah, exactly.
coronavirus experts,
Oh.
while deliberately
Also, the
ignoring
left, you need to stop
experts
watching Fox.
who
Me,
might
I don't watch Fox.
dissent
Yeah,
from
completely
Fauci's
agree.
narratives.
Yep.
Now, Fauci didn't
Could
stop.
do a civil class action. Guys.
I mean, Fox is also terrible. Like, Sean Hannity, he's obviously not as bad as, like, frickin' Anderson Cooper or Don Lemon or something, but Sean Hannity's still not, like, a trustworthy place to get your news from, for the most part. There's a crucial difference between recognizing patterns of being racist that people with less than one normal functioning brain cell can't get.
Guys.
I think it's not that they can't get it. I think it's that they refuse to accept it. Because if they accept it, then that means their entire worldview is essentially cooked.
The way I would solve this, it's people are it's crazy how I don't even know what to say.
Up there. He blatantly lied to Congress under oath during his 2024 testimony to the House Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic, denying that he ever spoke to any intelligence agency about COVID. Now, the correspondence I'm releasing today directly contradicts his sworn testimony. Now, we received statements from multiple whistleblowers revealing that the intelligence analysts who dared to challenge Dr. Fauci's COVID origin
Also, isn't it
conclusions
ironic that the Democrats, who were supposedly so concerned about COVID, were the only ones actively genociding old people by throwing COVID patients in nursing homes? Isn't it crazy that frickin' the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, didn't get impeached for he didn't get removed because he was actively genociding old people. You know, same with Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan. He didn't get removed for that. He got removed for allegedly groping a woman or something, which obviously he should still get removed for that. But wouldn't you say genociding old people is way, way worse? But the people didn't seem to care about that very much for whatever reason. I mean, that guy was seriously teed up to be the next Democratic presidential candidate. They have a permanent pass to Delululand, yeah. Always has been. What's up, Nightway? How you doing, dude?
faced threats of retaliation, marginalization.
This happened to everybody. And they even tried to force this on social media platforms.
And many suffered career setbacks. For example, a contractor was terminated just days after
happened to her
coming
hair?
forward to
It's called
ODNI
aging.
as a whistleblower. Another example, those who advocated for the lab leak hypothesis or expressed dissenting
I remember
views
getting called crazy
were
for saying
reminded
lab
by
leak.
their managers
Oh.
that leadership would determine
Hey, by
which
the way.
analysts would be promoted and which would not.
Yeah.
The message was
Implicit
clear.
threats.
Go along or be punished. Senior
Also,
leaders also sought to undermine
anybody remember
whistleblowers
get the
by
jab
removing
or be-
anonymity, which is required in the whistle.
Get the jab or be removed from your job. You know. Very, very normal. Once people are dead, they'll only vote left. True.
whistleblower process
Instead
as they made their
Instead of importing more
complaints,
evidence.
and also insisting
Is that
that,
their
their
strategy?
managers or attorneys be present during ODNI meetings where these whistleblowers were coming forward.
Good thing I
with
worked
their
in rural
testimony,
areas. No one gave a crap.
obviously creating an atmosphere of intimidation. The
I bet.
COVID pandemic caused tremendous
Dude, I can't imagine, you know, the elementary schoolers and the middle schoolers who were in school at this point in time and just their whole social life completely uprooted, all this stuff for, you know, months and months, depending on where you lived. Maybe it was even up to a year on end. You're not going outside or anything like that. Like, I was in end of high school at that time, right? And you know, it didn't really bother me. I'm a pretty antisocial person to begin with, so it's not like I was tremendously affected. But it's like I can't imagine the kids, bro. Like, how are they going to grow up when their social developmental years were so intensely destroyed by these policies? Me in 2026, all I see is
hardship
asterisks.
and pain for millions of our fellow Americans and countless people.
It's probably a
around
year
the
and a
world.
half for most kids.
Now, after years
The
of
kids
lies,
at those critical ages of development had a ton of kids in certain grades that are way more emotional behavioral issues now. Yeah. At the time, I was working for a pretty left-leaning company. I'm always surprised I didn't get fired for my total opposition to the jabs, etc. I went through something similar. Lost my job at the hospital I was working at because I refused to go against my oath and follow the narrative. Yeah.
and censorship and cover-ups. The American people deserve transparency, truth,
I'm
and
sure you're glad
accountability.
now to not have gone through with it, with all the freaking myocarditis incidents and stuff like that came out. I mean, the amount of like 18-year-olds that just started randomly suffering heart attacks at sporting events, it's like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's totally unrelated to the shot everybody got that's known to cause myocarditis. Like, come on. That's not normal, especially with the massive uptick of it as well. I mean, could it theoretically not be related? Sure. But are you going to convince me it's unrelated? Not so convinced it's unrelated.
The
That's me being all
tactics that were
conspiratorial
used
over
to
here.
hide the truth are straight from the deep state playbook. Politicized self-serving leaders like Dr. Fauci covered up their own wrongdoing and abuses of power, manipulated intelligence, lied to Congress, and undermined a due.
That's crazy. And people say, "Oh, well, they're pardoned, so you can't do anything
It was
about
the
it."
cough that caused
is
that. Ignore
insane
this.
to me.
Ignore the
What do
timing
you
and trust the
mean?
science.
What do you mean?
I swear to
the
save
elected
lives, I am them.
president by restricting his access to the vital facts
Based.
he needed to
Yeah.
keep the country safe. It's time you know the truth.
Isn't that insane? Yeah, in 4 more years, we'll learn that it was an accidental ad leak, wasn't an accident. Maybe. I don't think that we really know. Yeah, I have no.
Well, I mean, not to mention, what on earth are the long-term consequences of getting that shot? Nobody freaking knows. And we won't ever know until everybody who got it is, like, old, right? Also, they're pushing for kids and stuff to get it, which is just insane, right? Anybody who was healthy was at virtually no risk of dying to COVID. I went from trying to talk things out and pointing out reasonable stuff to swearing a lot. Fair enough.
No idea at all. Let me guess, nobody's going to be arrested. Now we know why Biden pardoned him. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can always do something to counter, like, I don't know.
Talking to those people is like talking to a brick wall in the first place. It basically doesn't matter what you say to them. I mean, the amount of people that you can try to show, like, actual evidence, like, just for example, right, you want to show somebody one of the Donald Trump hoaxes or whatever, or like the Very Fine People hoax or something like that, and you show them the actual video, or they'll either straight up refuse to see it or watch it and then be like, you probably didn't show me all the full context or something like that, and try to squirm their way out of it. It's just like, I'm done trying to talk to people like that. I'm done trying to argue with people like that. It's just pointless. One day, maybe they'll wake up on their own, but it's not going to be through me, because, like, what do you freaking want me to do? I can't mind control you out of being mind controlled.
I can't even say how you could undo that, right? But there are ways that you can undo that. It just involves being, like, that's it. This is also insane in hindsight. Yeah, let me see.
I got banned from Facebook for asking the effects the jab would have on the shots the military gave me. Yeah.
Pardon? Well, I don't think you even need to think about that. Let me see.
People are
this
getting
again.
banned left, right, and center for that stuff. I mean, I remember Steven Crowder, I think, got banned for literally quoting the CDC itself, which is just ridiculous.
Do the kind of government censorship around stuff like this, and we produced all these documents, and it's all in the public domain.
Oh, the CCP man himself,
Basically,
Zuckerberg.
These people from the Biden administration would call up our team and, like, scream at them and curse. And it's like these documents it's all kind of out there.
What I can't tell about the shots is that they make the immune system weaker, which is ironic.
I don't think we
permanent or not.
But I think
I want to listen.
I mean, there are emails. the emails are published. It's all kind of out there, and they're like,
okay, maybe controversial take for some people, but there are some people that would benefit from getting the shots, right? Obviously, the older people or the people with significant comorbidities or something, so long as the shot wouldn't actually affect those comorbidities and make them worse or something like that. But there are some people that it could have been beneficial for. But the widespread pushing of it is ridiculous. Not to mention, people shouldn't have been locked up in their houses. It only made the disease way worse for the people that got it because nobody's immune system was prepared for it whatsoever because you couldn't leave your freaking house. If it had just spread like a cold and people just built up natural immunity, I think things would have been way, way better, right? Doctors lost their practices? Yeah.
Like, and basically it just got to this point.
Didn't the guy who literally invented, was it RNA or something? Wasn't he getting called insane for saying that you shouldn't take the jab? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering the wrong three-letter thing.
Where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous. They want us to take down this meme of Leonardo.
My brother's
DiCaprio
memory is better than mine. If he's in here,
TV talking about how 10 years
Robert
from
Malone,
now,
yeah, that guy.
Imagine, bro. Imagine that's what the White House is calling you about. Delete the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. You can't really attack the pardons because that'd be a big bag of worms. You could attack President Biden's cognition instead.
mRNA, yeah.
I gotta pull you up because you're really you're not really. Do you think that the people that you disagree with would be willing to honor a pardon if they thought that pardon was unfair or problematic? Like, for example...
Yeah, imagine getting pardoned for... like, the guy who allegedly did nothing wrong gets pardoned. Interesting. That's strange. I thought everything was hunky-dory. I didn't think anything happened. Locking everyone inside their houses is the same mistake Europe made with the Black Plague, and we all know what happened there. Yeah. I mean, thankfully, COVID was not the plague. Zuck's been zucked. Joseph Ladapo outright said it looked like there were possibly contaminants in the stuff, and then made an umbrella recommendation for everyone to avoid taking it.
Do you think that they would respect a pardon on Donald Trump? Or do you think that they would ignore it and then just go after him anyway?
I mean, the crackdown on the quote-unquote mis and disinformation surrounding the COVID-19 vaccine was ridiculous. Dude, every video that even remotely mentioned COVID had a little disclaimer about it, telling you about the COVID vaccine or whatever and all that stuff. Insane, man. You remember how often you used to come across a YouTube video that had the little blue box disclaimers on the bottom of them? This attacking the pardon isn't the way. It opens other pardons to being attacked. Aslan's wrong on that.
No. Okay, so then why so how would it be opening a can of worms? If you acknowledge. So then why would it be opening a can of worms if even you acknowledge that they would not even listen to this in the first place? Just think about it. Can of worms, a bag of worms. Okay, give me Maddie's bathroom. 5 impeachment attempts? Yes, sure.
Zuck screwed over the lives of so many people. He may not be as guilty as Fauci, but he's 1,000% complicit. I mean...
Excuse me?
I mean, I totally agree, but I would say he's probably just as guilty as Fauci. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, right? If Fauci spews this BS and then people come out and they start disproving it, if he doesn't crack down on that, if they don't start erasing this stuff, then people would have figured out the truth, right? The only reason it got this bad is because every single large social media platform was literally disintegrating your channel, disintegrating your account, your reach, all that stuff. If you had any mild criticisms of the vaccine or anything about how COVID was handled.
Okay. Take a look at what he's saying.
Not to mention, Zuck is a CCP shill, right? I'm not going to feel bad for the guy. The guy should probably be arrested on, like, treason or something to begin with.
I agree with
I don't think
Yeah,
you should
let me
even be able to run a company like Meta and be that involved with foreign governments, especially the foreign Chinese government that actively wants to destroy us.
I agree
that's
with you,
just
but
me.
if we were to honor our legal process, that'd be a bag of worms. Well, why would you honor a process that the other people aren't honoring? If you agree with me that they would not honor the process and they would also do bad stuff, then I don't see why would you, like, if they're not doing it, like, I don't get it.
I was banned
They're
from
saying something
Facebook so many
Constitution
times
about
throughout
racist.
2020 and 2022,
You're right. He fights
ranging
fair
from 3 to
guys
5
first. There
days
you
at a
go.
time.
There you go.
Yeah, Facebook
You know,
is...
you're going to see an ad that says, okay, if you
No
took
such
a
thing
COVID
as free speech on
vaccine,
Facebook.
you're
That's for
eligible,
sure.
you know, like for this kind of payment, like this sort of like class action lawsuit type meme.
He's
You're
never
right,
gonna
he
get
is
banned.
You have to
guilty.
take that down.
Just disagree.
We said no. We're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things.
These... I mean, I think all of the alphabet companies should be forced to adhere to the laws of the country that they're based in, right? Like Google and, you know, wherever else. YouTube, obviously it's Google. Amazon with Twitch and whatnot. Like, freedom of speech should be enforced on these platforms. It should be mandatory, right? I don't really... I don't really agree with the fact that companies like this that are essentially monopolizing the entire public square and stuff like that can just revoke your right to say things because they don't like what you said in a country that directly defends your ability to say whatever you want. If Biden declared unfit when pardons were signed, then the pardon is void.
Things that are true.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I guess.
Oh man, dude, Joe Biden's entire presidency was just like Joe Biden and Jimmy Carter giving each other a run for their money on the worst president in history, dude. Like, I mean, I think objectively Joe Biden has to be the worst president in history because he straight up didn't even have a functioning brain before he was even in office. I mean, the guy was just a puppet, and we all know it. And, man, it was so infuriating for me to see him go up and debate Trump and see him, like, fumble around like that. Not because I thought, like, oh, man, how could Biden do this? Because everybody knew that was paying any amount of attention that Joe Biden did not have a single cognizant thought in his brain. But we knew it before he was even in office. And I remember explicitly arguing with people who were voting for Joe Biden that the guy clearly had dementia before, you know, he was even elected. And they always hit me with the no. And then I remember arguing with those exact same people. I was like, oh yeah, remember when I told you that he obviously had dementia? And they were like, oh, he clearly didn't have dementia before he got in office. I'm like, are you kidding me? Bro, that was one of the times that I realized there's no point in arguing with these, with the New York liberals, man. Obama's my pick for the worst, but Biden's just an empty suit. Yeah, I guess it depends how you define worst, right? Because Obama definitely did, like, the biggest nosedive for the country in terms of where the culture is headed and these issues that are boiling up, right? I think it can all be traced back to Obama, at the very least, sped it up by, like, 50 times how fast it was going to be going in the first place. It means these companies basically reserve the right to restrict the flow of information and the expression of the individual. I feel like that directly conflicts with 1A, at least how they operate. Yeah, they 100% conflict with it. And I don't think they should be allowed to. It's kind of bizarre to me that they are allowed to get away with it.
I don't know, it flipped a bit. I mean, Biden...
Not to mention, they are entirely monopolizing the space. Geriatrics abuse, Joe Biden needs to be charged.
When he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people. But what's
insane? Joe Biden still probably had better ideas than Kamala Harris. Because, let's be honest, Kamala Harris only failed upwards because of her skin color. But they say skin color doesn't provide you any privileges in this country. Like,
I don't know. Then, like,
let's mention, Kamala Harris was actively enslaving people and then playing the race card. Like, come on, bro.
all these different agencies and branches of government basically just like started investigating and coming after our company. It was brutal.
That's right. That's right. That's what they do. Did you get censored back then?
They need to go back to investigating your company, dude. They should have never let up on that.
Censored.
It's not Biden's ideas, it's his handlers.
I try to always have a very good...
I just mean, at one point in time, Joe Biden was able to think. He wasn't the smartest guy, but at least at one point in time, he didn't have dementia.
Finger on the pulse of like what's okay and what's not okay. And so I generally never go outside of that realm. Like, I don't go and try to start trouble or start drama or cause problems where I don't really think that it would be beneficial for me. But yeah, that's really how I see it.
Do I just need to start scrolling Twitter like Asmongold Wall Street?
Okay, let me look at it. Yeah, so to me, that's it. You self-censored yourself. Yeah, I don't say things that
Twitter's got to be the unlimited content machine.
I don't do that. What is this?
As I told you, my 2019 resolution is to say things on air that I say off air. I don't think I've washed my hands for 10 years.
Okay, that's weird. I mean, Asmongold would probably love that. That's Asmongold's right there with him, I'm sure, but... That one? That's gross, too? Why would you say that on air? Like, that's only going to give the people that dislike you more ammunition. I mean, it's all ad hominem, of course, but all they ever come at you with is ad hominem to begin with, so...
Man. Bro, like, see, yeah.
100% Kamala Harris's only good ideas, which alcohol is best for a midday drunk.
Now.
And how to not ruin your knees on your next job interview.
I don't really wash my hands ever.
Help me!
No,
Biden is a heinous person, but honestly, watching him be exploited as his condition deteriorates honestly does make me feel a little bad for the guy. Yeah. Dude, there's a limit to washing hands? Yeah. It's crazy, no?
It's just not. Germs are not a real thing. I can't see them.
Yeah!
This guy truly is... This guy truly is a military individual. Germs aren't real, can't see them. Eat crayon.
Not a real thing. I can't see them. Therefore,
you know, that definitely scored him points with the right people, probably.
So you're becoming...
As I told you.
Yeah, bro, duh! Duh, bro, like, what do you mean? Asma loves them now? I loved them before, to be fair. But that's
Is it Marines?
Yeah, see, as strong as...
The people say Marines eat crayons? I forget which part of the military people make that joke about.
Antibodies in the world? Yeah, people don't understand. And that's it. Wash your hands in 10 years. People fall much stuff to lose to ask for more. That's exactly right, bro. This is, as I said, bro, it is the year of the chud, man.
The year of the chud. It's white boy summer, Asmon, dude. Get it right, man. Can't see the wind, yet it exists. Does it exist? Is the wind real? Yeah, I love the white boy summer memes. Oh yeah, I saw Leaflet made a new Marines is the crayon joke. All right, let's watch Leaflet's new song, dude. Leaflet always makes like such funny songs. I don't know if this one's gonna be funny or if this one's gonna be different. The title of this one seems more like it's not gonna be a meme song. Is this a white pill song? We can't be white pilling in 2026? Just kidding. Bro, I'm so fat that, like, my head's blocking the lyrics. But there's nowhere I can move myself to make to make me not block the lyrics. There's a lot of people getting cameoed here, but I don't know who they are necessarily. Said the same with their songs about having babies before the F-bombs? Yeah, true. You could totally see the wind in Texas, especially if it picks up sand. Just wear your goggles to be out of it. Nice character gents, yeah. Leaflet's really good at with yeah. She always gives herself a cute outfit in every video, though. Gotta have a fat nose ring. Bro, okay. What is it about anime nuns, man? Why do they always make the anime nuns so hot? Without fail. If you ever see a depiction of a nun in anime, they're always really hot. Can life imitate art, please? Oh, nice. I caught stream early today. What's up, Clandestine? Facts. I only spit the truth here. Hope all's well despite the patterns. The patterns never stop getting noticed. Pattern recognition is just a default lifestyle at this point. Had eye surgery, is having trouble healing until I wear goggles. Fortunately, I have naturally pretty good eyes. Not like perfect eyes or anything, but good enough to avoid glasses. For now. This is like a cute little slice of life one. Yeah, bro, you tanked all the bad eye genetics for me. Appreciate it. Is that Quanglet? I can fix Quanglet, guys. Had to stop spitting, led to dehydration. That's crazy. What did that just say? Goblin something. Goblin broth. What the what is goblin broth, bro? Oh no. Was that Eva getting slapped? I'm not sure if these are cameos or if these are just unique looking characters that you made that happen to look like people in the AI community. Hold on. It's like, so many of these people, or these characters look so familiar, right? Like... I definitely do not want to know what goblin broth is. Yeah, I might have to call in Goblin Slayer to inspect that, because I don't know if I would I would partake in anything with goblin broth in it. You better pay for my inevitable 12 eye surgeries. We're gonna need them. Guy thinks I'm made of money, bro. Most are just random NPCs from what I can tell. I think so too. Just so many. There's like quite a few people that look super similar. And I know that she did cameo the it was a Leaflet that cameoed the Skybrow's people with like the basilisk, right? I think. Dude, my memory is so horrible. Borgar. That was a cute video. I love that her Shin Mecha Idol thing has just become like a full-blown... it's become like a full-blown series. W White Pill song. As a random NPC, I represent that remark. I too am a random NPC. W Holy Ball comment. Gotta drop a like for that, you know? Alright, it's time to watch Dot Pocket's song. I'm very excited to see what Dot's cooked up, because it's been forever since the last Dot song, right? How long did it say it was since the last Dot song? Or not Dot song, but since the last Dot video. Been 2 months. Very excited to see what Dot's cooked up. Let's see what Dot's got. My bad, G. I respect your identity. Gauge. The Seal Emperor.
Empty wheels turning on cold forgotten stone. A silent boy watched the world move.
Is this Dot's lore?
Alone. Old echoes of honor faded into gray, learning to stand while the light.
Do we get to watch sad Dot Pocket lore? The cutout for the tail, nice. Check AFK Anthem's Welcome to American Fort. Bro, Dot Pocket's lore is fucking sad as piss. This guy giving Guts backstory a run for his money, bro.
Streets filled with venom, dressed in righteous lies.
Heartbreaking is an understatement of how his lore hits, yeah. Like, what the frick? I wasn't expecting this. Okay, we got him punching fat liberal pigs to make me feel better. Oops. Leaflet and a Burger King crown?
Then a quiet pull dragged me from the blaze toward dim, steady lights. In the smoke
Cycro and Cyber Keen.
shoulders stood together, no
Pseudo Grey Keeney. Not sure who this is from this. He's hot.
no judge.
Got Silas. Silas's wife. Low Man. Gleeman.
Judgment, no fear. Warm voices rising, drawing the broken.
Okay, I'm not gonna pause and say everybody's name. There's a bazillion people here. Sky and his mom.
Silent threads weaving through this
Got Louis Verse. Could have the tiny little seal, bro. Bro, this guy's flames are so hot that they're freaking going through the water. What is the significance of seals in the Skybros music videos? I know Skybros introduced a seal with his mother character in the music video they made together. Dot Pocket's like the seal overlord. He made a whole music video of turning everybody into seals called The Pod. I'm probably not the best person to ask because I came around post seals. From their Discord, yeah. I have not been sealed, so.
Through the past.
It's supposed to mean we stand together as a family. Yeah, it's like a community thing for the most part. Like this video right here was like the beginning of it, I think. But I reacted to that like months and months ago. Like 3 months ago or something, I think. Or 2 months ago. But I'm a post-seal individual. I came around after the seals were already a thing. So I'm probably not the most educated on the subject. Alright, what was the video you said to watch? AFK Anthems or Welcome to American Fork. Where can I catch up on the seal lore? Just on Dot Pocket's channel. Here, I'll just post this link in chat. Dot Pocket is is the seal overlord. I've been sealed both everything that's happened. Well, I don't know anything about the drama, man. I'm not talking about no drama. I can be left out of everybody's problems. I got no ill will towards nobody.
Welcome to.
All right. It's also from lore where Sky's family mom made some core memory swimming seals on vacation, if I recall. Represents how she gave him her seal of approval for his art. Okay, I see. Remember reading that, and it's going to be comments. Don't worry, I won't say anything. I hate drama too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about any of the stuff going on to make any comments on anything. I've only had positive interactions with everybody, so it's none of my business to begin with.
American fork, a friendly town, a real good time. We pulled you
Is this more Lego stuff?
a red light. The dash cam disagrees, but that's fine. We do things a little different here. We take care of our own. Got a problem with a friend of ours. Maybe you should just go home.
And for saying that, you will inevitably be sucked into all the drama. Surely not.
We told him he can just refuse. It's not the law, but he won't know. Your eyes are looking mighty glossy. Our friend here says you're dealing.
Isn't it crazy how this is going to be like indistinguishable from real life in 2 years? Like, this is obviously made to be like campy and goofy, but I wonder how close you could get to making something that looked exactly like real life with stuff like this. I'm becoming allergic to Lego somehow. Bro. The Lego stuff is, it's just such an insane story. I think we're already there, but just only the really skilled can do it convincingly for now. I'm very worried to see how this is going to affect court systems. That's my biggest concern with this stuff.
Our buddy owns your Airbnb. We go out hydroing now and then. He says he heard you mention Lego, and that's enough to search your den. Did the search in 90 seconds. Didn't find a single brick, but everyone inside got cuffed. Our buddy's tip did just the trick. We do things a little different.
This is such a goofy video, bro.
Take care of our own. Got a problem with a friend of ours. Maybe you should just go home. Our body cam was on the whole time.
Dude, that video of him standing behind the podium, like basically whispering, was one of the weirdest, like, such an uncomfortable video to watch just from, like, how he was talking. Then seeing internet retards try to falsify people's statements to justify harassing them. Yeah, definitely the AI detection system industry will boom, I imagine. I think Legos are a petroleum product, so maybe you're allergic to petroleum.
We'd love for you to visit. Leave your cameras at the door.
But like I just disintegrated his phone with this finger.
At home.
Yeah, police press meeting with a sleeping baby in the next room, apparently. Just hearing somebody talk to you like that, whispering like that, was so... it's just super uncomfortable. Something about it, you know? Man, this guy's made a ton of videos on this. That's funny, though. Ironically, this goes hard. Bro, people with making AI music are unironically better at making music than, like, real musicians at this point. Let's be honest, the real musicians are also probably using AI too right now. Everybody is. It's just... that's what I think's so funny when you see outrage pop up around like, oh, this game company used generative AI for some freaking textures in their game or for some art that they can post on their Twitter account for an event or something. It's like, every single big game is using AI already, bro. Quit your LARP, man. We're not just going to pick and choose which games we support because of who's using AI. Psyop has some good videos lately as well. Psyop always has good videos, man. Psyop's super talented. It's not only useful, it's fun. Yeah, it is fun. Like, I'm not talented with AI at all, but I do like just genning pictures for free on ChatGPT. Wise kind of suck. This Arab musicians mainstream wise kind of suck. Oh yeah. It's all performative. People just want a moral to feel superior. Yeah. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if YouTube will get me for that too. Trying to get around saying the word. Oh, is this the lady like laughing about the? I would love to watch Asmund cover the report, but I swear it's like a 7-hour long video. And like I was saying earlier, it's unfortunately very unsurprising. Like, the report is very unsurprising to me. Of course, it's outraging and it's heinous and it's horrible. But anybody that's been paying attention to the UK for any period of time already knows that this has been the case. Anywhere getting imported with people from those places have suffered these problems. Anywhere. Not just the UK. It just so happens that the religion they adhere to very much condones and supports, like, you know, assaults in those kinds of ways. What word? There's no word. I'm simply speaking of delicious fruit. True. Well, it is fruity. To be fair, you didn't lie. It is fruity. But, you know, when you have a religion that is founded on a guy who married a 6-year-old and, you know, did things to her when she was 9, like, what do we expect to happen?
County lines are phone lines, not border
I sat through his whole stream. It was wild, I'll say. Yeah, I know there's obviously, like, a lot of the stories, the more outrageous stories that people talk about with, like, the girl that got handed back to the people and they were like, have fun with her or whatever. And, you know, the exceptionally more egregious stories like that. But I feel like anybody that's been paying attention knows that the government there has been entirely complicit with all this stuff that's been going on. So it's like, it's the same deal with the Fauci story. It's just, I'm glad that this is out there. I'm glad that people can see it. But the UK has needed to have another crusade for like the last frickin' 5+ years. I hope something will change. I really do. But unfortunately, I'm doomer brained at this point because they've been getting pillaged for however long and nothing has happened. It's only gotten worse. I usually turn speed up to like 1.5x for really long videos. It's rough stuff though, yeah.
You can't traffic people over them. The rape gang inquiry report is junk. All right, so this video has 4 million views.
The rape gang inquiry report is out.
Notice how it's always ladies like this. Miserable, white, liberal women. They don't realize either that they're essentially defending their inevitable own victimization to this system. They somehow think that they're going to be isolated and safe from the problems that are going on there. Like, no, bro, you're next on the menu. I don't think they realize that they're next on the menu. Or like, what is the story where those guys were like assaulting that lady in a gang, and then the people ran up and were like, "Oh, stop trying to hurt the accusers, or not the accusers. Stop trying to hurt the assaulters." I hate YouTube, man. I hate that I can't say words on here, bro. Like, it's so freaking annoying to try and like self-censor what should obviously be said. Just keep inviting those monsters in their country. I thought there were no borders. Yeah, I don't think that lady is white. Actually, is she not white? I mean, either way, women in general in the UK are next on the menu. Like, doesn't really matter how old they are or what they look like, because those people simply don't discriminate against who they want to commit crimes against.
And I'm going to try not to laugh because it feels mean.
What the fuck?
I haven't read the whole thing. It's 219 pages. It's only just come out a couple of hours ago. They also haven't done their research either. Because on page 11, for example, we find the following. In each of these areas, the same tactics were trafficked across county lines.
Okay, regardless of what she's about to say here, you can't point to, like, 2 discrepancies in a 219-page thing and then say that disqualifies the entire thing, right? I feel like that's a super ignorant thing to do. Okay, I see someone in Asmongold's chat saying she is Jewish, by the way. Oh. Well, I'm not going to have the debate on whether Jewish people are white or not. Ninth teeth, Euro poor. Okay.
County lines are phone lines, and you don't even have to do a lot of digging to find that out, right? Literally, all you have to do is Google what is a county line, and it will tell you that county lines are the way that urban drug dealers get their drugs
Minor
out
semantics
into more rural
poofs.
areas. They have
Assault's
phone
gone, yeah.
lines that people can call. Those are county lines. So you cannot traffic somebody over a county line unless you're trafficking them over a phone line.
Well, they're talking about being trafficked from like one area to another area, right? That's obviously what's being discussed. That's what's being said.
Which I guess is technically possible if you're also selling them on a phone line or via that phone. So if they haven't understood the basics of how the drug network works in this country, then they have absolutely no hope of understanding grooming gangs, because grooming gangs are criminal cartel enterprises. That is the grooming gang, right? It's a criminal gang. None of that, I'm going to assume from that line in the Rape Gang Inquiry Report, has made
You
it
don't
into
define
the
something the way I define it, specifically, exactly. Your entire argument is completely kaput. You're cooked. All this evidence and, you know, the things that you compiled in your well over 200-page report, none of it's real. Why? Because I disagreed with you on minor semantical issues.
Gang Inquiry Report. Because if it had, they would know that county lines are phone lines and not county demarcation lines, and therefore you don't get trafficked across them.
I just...
I'm going to leave this video here because
Phone lines?
I will start...
Yeah, bro. Listen, her whole rebuttal is literally just like, I disagree with your wording, fine sir. Therefore, nothing you reported on is accurate whatsoever. Restore Britain needs to win for the UK to have a chance to turn around. I agree, but, like, what do? They have allowed, right? You have to remember, Muhammad is the #1 baby male name in the UK. They have allowed such a enormous population of these people into their country at this point that I feel like the only possible way this can be solved is unfortunately going to be through some kind of confrontation. Because what are you going to do when these huge, massive groups of people that you've let into the country, who are all collected in the same areas, you know, they all live near each other, they all live together, they all vote and think and do the same things in the same ways, for the most part, right? How are you going to be like, you're out? Get out now. How do you, like, how do you get rid of them? I mean, obviously, first order business, stop them from coming in, right? You got to stop the source, but, I mean, this just, Britain is in a unbelievable pit. I don't really understand how this is going to be fixed, even if the right people win in office without some kind of, Tectone just made another, are you talking about the GTA? the Asmongold's head superimposed on the GTA 6 girl. I think I need brain bleach. Especially them being virtually unarmed. Yeah, 100%. If I say anything, I'll be in trouble. That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. I feel like if I say the wrong word, I'll suddenly I'll disappear and you'll be looking at the red slanted face logo.
banging my head against the desk. But I hope this gives you some idea of how little research these guys have done. They've also put a whole load of stuff in there about the Muslims and how awful the Muslims are in really, really vague terms. Everywhere there
By the way,
Muslim.
if the person in this chat is being correct that she's Jewish, shouldn't you be like the most opposed to these people of anyone? Like, Jews and Muslims have biblical level beef, bro. Like, come on.
You get these problems. Well,
You had to drop a palate cleanser on that tweet to undo the damage to my eyes.
Literally everywhere. But anyway, that's a story for another day. See you later.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's because in the Muslim countries, they'd just be killed. That's the reason why. That's why they come to Britain to rape people. It's because if they did it in Pakistan, they'd be given the death penalty.
Well, I mean, they just kill you there for basically anything. It's not necessarily for that, right? What these people do routinely, I mean, it's historically how their entire religion is spread to begin with. I would probably argue that 50% of quote-unquote Muslims don't even actually believe in Islam. They're just, if they disagree with them, they get their head chopped off. And it's routinely what they do is they go and they attack civilizations that won't either refuse to or can't or won't defend themselves against them, victimize them so badly and to the point that they retaliate. And then the second they retaliate, they cry victimhood and say, oh, this is Islamophobia, this is phobia, whatever. And garner a bunch of sympathy from complete retards who don't know any better. I highly doubt she's Jewish. Their beef goes back to the Islamic Revolution. They hate each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, no, I mean, like, even before that, it literally goes back since the dawn of freaking time. They end you for even breathing in a way that isn't how they want. Yeah. I mean, their religion supports honor killing, where if you think somebody's going to turn away from Islam, you're allowed to kill them so that they don't, and it's considered a good thing so that you killed them before they converted away from Islam. It's just an unbelievable religion. And unfortunately, I'm probably towing the line on YouTube by even saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean? On Twitch, too.
I don't even know. This is shit you're smugly and glibly debunking by nitpicking semantics, fucking evil freak. Exactly. People have no idea.
Like, it's so strange, right? That Shoe on Head is, like, one of the most reasonable people on the internet, despite how vehemently we would disagree on policy. It's just so funny to me. Like, I would love to just have a conversation with Shoe on Head. Like, she is a kind of, like, I mean, I don't even want to call her a leftist, despite the fact that she's literally a very left-wing liberal individual, because I feel like leftist is just a term used for people that are simply unreachable at this point, right? Like, but she's a very left-wing individual. But I'd love to talk to her. One, because she wouldn't like to kill me. And two, because she actually thinks. I may not agree with the conclusions she comes to, but she still thinks. Base Shoe, true.
See how bad the report is? To give you an idea of scale, during the rape of Nanking, Japanese soldiers were estimated to have raped 20 to 80,000 Chinese women. The report estimates at least 250,000 women were victimized by these Muslim rape gangs. When Fiona's mother called the police to report her daughter missing and mentioned a history of abuse by Asian men, the call handler told her, you can't describe them as Asian men.
She was radicalized by reality, proving the point that generally people trend conservative as they age, yeah. Well, especially when, I mean, she really is Jewish. She's retarded. Yeah. About to sleep soon. Just stop by to say hi and goodbye. Thanks for stopping by, MacBones. Have a good night, man. Yeah. Shoe. I mean, how could you ever even side with the liberal position to begin with once you have a kid? That's something I've always just been curious about, when one side actively defends people that groom children on the regular. Like, every single day you see a story come out about, you know, somebody getting defended by the left who abuse children. And they also want to cut your kid's balls off if your kid thinks that they're the opposite gender despite them being 2 years old and having no freaking idea about anything.
That's racist. You should just be glad your child is being taught into a different culture. On one,
Like, they want your kids to be allowed to be taken from you if your 2-year-old child says they believe they're the opposite gender and you say, actually, no, you're not. Because you're 2 and you don't know what you're talking about.
Police officer returned Fiona to the house where the abuse was occurring, and they told the men to have fun with her.
Like, bring back guillotines, not just for the people doing it, but for the people that gave the kid back. Guillotines, please. How is this even possible? Like, genuinely, what kind of sick freaking country is the UK, man?
Even the UK Reddit covered this more than
like, wood chipper is a mercy. You know what I'm saying?
Mainstream media. It's a hard read, unfathomable. I think you read this, you actually read what's being allowed to happen to avoid bad optics. I'm disgusted in this country. It'll be interesting watching people put more effort into debunking this video.
Kids shouldn't even, like, they shouldn't know. Like, I don't know.
And actually solving the problem. Absolutely horrific.
They shouldn't know the depths of, like, the sexual mechanics that a transgender is even trying to, like, tell them about, if that makes sense. Like, there's not really a good way of saying this without it just being, like, an uncomfortable subject to talk about, I guess. Even regular stuff at that age, let alone the freak stuff, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Traders and their families who stood by them need deporting.
She was definitely a leftist. She had trouble with some
Reddit,
concepts.
dude.
Like demonstrating someone wants law-abiding LEOs to get home safely and bootlickers. Yeah. Like, she's definitely a leftist, but she has, I think, radically changed her position on how she views the opposition for the most part. It's the same thing I would say with Tim Pool. Like, Tim Pool, I feel like, has changed on way more issues than Shoeonhead has, right? But he's still very much a left-leaning individual. You know, I mean, Tim Pool's still pro-choice, notoriously. Did YouTube hide my comments or nah? Nah, I can still see you. I don't know why. People have been saying in my chat that their comments just, like, disappear for, like, an hour for some reason or something. And then they'll just randomly come back. But I can see you. I have a 5-year-old that thinks he's a dinosaur, and that's exactly how it should be, right? Like, I thought I was freaking Batman when I was 3, bro. Like, and I should think I was Batman. My life would probably be better if I still thought I was Batman. And yet, these people want to force, like, these super, super weird... Are you Batman? You've never seen me and Batman in the same room together, so... No, but I sure have been shadow banned on X. Never had problems with YouTube, strangely. Don't count your eggs before they hatch, man. Or your chickens before they hatch. Oh, I've been pretty actively following this situation on, oh, where'd it go? I'm in the live section. I've been pretty actively following this situation.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Just because I like Mia. She seems chill.
Here.
And somehow, being a chill Sonic creator seems to frickin' make you absorb unlimited amounts of hate on Twitter. All because you say you don't agree with people being transgender because it's crazy.
So in this video, we'll be once again talking about the VTuber Miyasu.
Like, POV, I will not affirm your delusion. Now I get attacked by the whole frickin' Twitterverse. My daughter thinks she's a K-pop star. Can I get her a prescription for a record contract?
We have covered this VTuber multiple times before because...
Oh, man. You know, I never thought about it, but that's like K-pop demon hunters, instead of little girls thinking they're gonna be princesses now, they're gonna think they're freaking K-pop stars. That's a crazy pipeline. I never thought about that. Like, for all of us, it was like little girls. Like, the thing is that they want to be a princess when they grow up. Now it's gonna be they want to be K-pop stars. You're not shadow banned on X. You just presented to the far side of the political spectrum.
She has been the routine victim of harassment and deplatforming campaigns by multiple communities on Twitter, including the VTubing scene and the Sonic scene as well. They have deemed her problematic because of some of her opinions and tweets, mainly because they believe she is a bigot.
How was your stream, man?
She refuses to acknowledge people by their preferred pronouns. If they're trans, she instead refers to them as their biological gender, and that does not sit well with a lot of communities who have routinely tried to rip away any opportunity.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be Solid Snake. This has not changed. So based.
Her efforts. Now, one of the people to lead the previous...
You know, I wish I wanted to be Captain Titus when I was a kid, you know? Doing better now that I stopped reading the redacted inquiry on page 41 at the moment. Dude, you know, I was literally talking about this like 2 minutes ago. We were watching just like a short 3-minute Asman clip on it. But, man, it's heinous, bro. Like, and unfortunately, like I was saying, so many of us have already known this is the case, right? Your name Black Pill Jesus? That's a hilarious name, dude. I always wanted to be Ghost Rider? That's based, man. I wanted to be Goku. Does that mean I can identify as a Saiyan? Man, I remember the first time I saw Dragon Ball Z on on TV, dude. I remember seeing Trunks show up for the first time and slicing Frieza in half. That was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Nothing's ever lived up to it since. It's less taxing on me than most people. Been angry at following people on this for 10 years now. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Anybody who's been paying attention has known about the stuff that's going to be in this inquiry for a long time. Obviously, we don't know a lot more of the grisly details that are a part of it, right? Like some of the more heinous stories, you get a lot more of the details on it. But everybody's been paying attention to the UK for the last 5+ years has obviously known and seen that this is an epidemic that's been happening over there and that needs to be stopped. But yeah, it's good that it's coming out. It's good that more people know about it. It's just very frustrating to see that stuff. Trunks Frieza was so iconic. Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember I wanted to be successful. Now I live on disability.
His campaigns is a larger VTuber by the name of Ems, who was virtue signaling about Miyasu, saying she has no place in the Sonic community, and really led the charge against Miyasu that actually lost her an
trigger notifications for people
a few months ago.
Did they mark you as I don't want to say the word on YouTube because non-valid individual on X? They hit me with that at one point.
And now Ems is getting a taste of her own medicine and has locked down her account and gone private after receiving a sliver of the backlash and harassment that Miyasu has received for over the past year or so. And that's because she is about to lose one of her own opportunities. It's being threatened because people are bringing up her own heinous tweets, many of which glorifying and encouraging
probably got mass reported for my Carmelo Anthony memes. Yo, I did see those.
Her explanation for all this on her recent stream is not only hypocritical, it is actually pretty deranged. So let's go back to Miyasu. About 2 months ago, she celebrated her invitation to the Sega Creator Zone event, an event that would be ripped away from her because there were viral posts reporting her to Sega.
I remember seeing her say that she got let into that. And then, like, a day later, they'd kicked her out of it or something for essentially getting, just because, for whatever reason, these companies always listen to the loudest, most heinous people on Twitter. And, you know, I used to be the kind of person that thinks don't go after another person's partnerships and sponsors and stuff like that in terms of going after leftist people. to get them removed from their programs or whatever. But considering how much they do it to literally everybody who disagrees with them, I'm starting to change my mind on it a little bit. Like, I would rather myself not get paid from these people, not get paid by companies, and leftists not get paid by companies, than watch leftists get paid by these companies when they actively try and sabotage anybody with moderately based opinions getting sniped out of their ability to partner with these brands.
Dropped because she's so problematic. And as you can see, they would follow through.
Maybe that's petty
and
of me,
remove
but
her, which was to the ecstasy of people in the quote celebrating this
companies goes with the masses, supports the current thing. They don't even go with the masses. They just go with whoever makes the biggest stink on Twitter. I can agree with that. I'm down returning the favor. Yeah, I used to be like, I don't want to go after somebody's livelihood. But if someone's making their livelihood off of actively celebrating other people's demise or, you know, promoting the most heinous stuff you've ever seen in your life, like what we're about to see here in a minute is the person that's celebrating Mia getting removed from Sega was Imsbury, who was actively wishing death upon anybody who voted for Donald Trump and celebrating Charlie Kirk getting killed on Twitter, publicly, openly. It's like, Sega, you're partnering with this person? Like, come on. Really?
Moment for them, exacting some sort of justice upon her. But Mia Su has been the receiver of multiple campaigns like that. In fact, back in February, Ems was leading the charge, saying this: as a VTuber in the Sonic community, we do not approve.
The arbiter of Sonic, apparently.
Approve of you in this community. I literally can't be in the Sonic community without being.
If I can't eat every day, then neither can they.
Of the mindset
Screw them.
of
Yeah,
LGBTQ. Then walk out, buddy. So Ems love to virtue signal and try to get people deplatformed or have.
Because the thing is, right? Like, even if you don't go after them, they're still going to go after you. So it's like, what's the point of playing nice, dude? Like,
away from them all the way back into February. But unfortunately for her, she's getting a taste of her own medicine because she has found herself receiving an opportunity with Sega as well. A stream that has a charity aspect. And of course, as you can see listed down here, is Emsbury. Now with this, people have been quick to point out her own heinous tweets. If we're talking problematic, here's some actually problematic stuff. And you can see on July 13th of 2024.
It's so interesting, the difference between Twitch and YouTube. Like, Twitch has such a better chatting experience, but somehow it's probably a worse platform than YouTube.
She makes this post saying they
actually,
missed
I don't
him
know.
with
That's pretty impossible. That's like
this
Reddit
is
versus
referring
Blue
to
Sky,
the attempted assassination attempts against President Donald Trump, where he was
one day I'll get big enough to make a kick
millimeter of losing his life. She was disappointed that the political violence did not actually succeed. In fact,
like, it is insane to me that there is people out there that would have loved to see the president's head explode live on TV. Do you know how bad that would have been for the country? Like, are you crazy?
There's another post she made in 2025 saying,
do not
I wish
normalize
the worst
political violence.
For anyone who voted for Trump,
horrible thing.
I don't care. So this person is very okay with political violence and wishes the worst on anyone based on who they voted
like a normal place.
Now, if you're too worried about, virtue signaling and cancel culture, this is the game she and the related communities have been playing against people like
I would have walked out of work and gone home, not gonna lie. Yeah.
They are getting a taste of their own medicine. But
I mean, literally, an actual miracle that he did not. Well, I mean, he did get hit, but you know, that he didn't die. Very unfortunate for Corey Comptoir. They got hit, and yet you would have some crazy people being like, "Oh, it was all staged. It was all publicity stunt." Meanwhile, a guy literally got hit with a bullet in the back, like behind him.
Think. We have genuinely
talk about not being able to see the big pictures.
Really,
I mean, even the small picture. It's
obsession.
It's never good for people to die, especially not in grisly, horrific ways like that.
With political violence, these tweets should not be that of someone working with
People who
Sega
revel in
in any
cruelty do not
capacity.
deserve common
Okay,
courtesy,
this
so
isn't
extend
an
someone
edgy
mercy when they're
joke. This
actively trying to
isn't
ruin /
just
you.
some sort of wrong think. This is glorifying and celebrating acts of political violence.
Some
This
people even
is
claim he got
actually
hit to sell
heinous.
it better, and I'm like,
but
what?
people
Yeah,
are trying
like,
to run defense.
obviously, what you do is you narrowly miss exploding yourself for political points. Like, it would be impossible, virtually impossible, to like narrowly miss like that on purpose. And obviously still ended up killing someone else in the crowd.
Saying stuff like trying to tank a charity stream over some petty internet drama. St. Jude
I'm
of all
more
things-
curious about the lack of security and how that even managed to get set up in the first place. I mean, the guy in the crowd, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, people claiming that he wanted that guy to get hit. But I just mean the whole idea of it even being potentially staged is insane to begin with, but I agree with you. Twitch definitely better for chatting experience. The only reason I'm here is because I have premium, so no ads.
This might be a new low. And as pointed out here by the original poster, the stream's going to be fine. It's a great idea.
Yeah, Twitch
but
runs an ad like every 5 milliseconds.
including someone who is a murder enthusiast is a pretty bad look. Yeah, they could literally
I saw
invite
people say
anyone
similar
else,
stuff
but
is
instead
cheesy.
they're including this Emsbury, who, by the way, loved to take petty internet drama and try to oust someone from communities.
Keep in mind, by the way, that this Imsbury person would be perfectly fine with any of these people that the charity money is going to dying so long as they politically disagree with them. Are you also live on Twitch? Yeah, I am. That sucks to say because I believe that you should try and extend mercy / grace to people who wrong you, but these people are so rabid that they won't ever stop trying to end you, yeah.
And opportunities over wrong think. And then you can see more people coping.
Why would you ever post this on the internet, by the way? Even if that's what they truly believe deep down in their heart, who on God's earth think it's a good idea for their public image to be like, man, I wish this person got executed live in front of all their supporters? Like, what a psychopath. Who even posts something like this and thinks it's a good idea? Unfortunately, there's so many people that are so vitriolic towards Donald Trump that they're even able to post this kind of thing and get away with it.
And finding out, saying, Sega doesn't like Trump. Did you see Sega's
And then people will try and
reaction?
lie to you and tell you that people like this don't, nobody was celebrating the attempt. Nobody was celebrating Charlie Kirk getting killed. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Did you see Twitter when it happened? There were people celebrating left and right, and it was absolutely heinous. Well, it kind of is. It attracts other psychos, yeah. Basically, I've heard Twitch is the best chat system, YouTube's the best for video, Kick and Rumble for free speech, and everyone kind of wants to coalesce on Twitter.
On X, when it was certain Trump would be the new president.
If Twitter ever locked in on their streaming and like made it good, it would instantly be the best platform. And it would probably be the most popular platform too. Because, I mean, everybody's on Twitter.
Well, unfortunately for this
Then they
individual,
say
as
this
pointed
videos
out
are
here,
saps and deepfakes, yeah.
well, let's tell them that the creator of Sonic follows Trump, which by their own logic would be enough to label you as a terrible, awful...
Can we get Sonic as Trump, please? That would be peak. New Donald Trump power-up in the next Sonic game. Thoughts?
...person just for following him on Twitter, right? But of course, people like Savvy here are being relentless, and I don't blame them, right?
Wait, who's the... Yuji Naka, so a Japanese guy. Japanese people do tend to like Trump, I feel like. Like, Trump is definitely a caricature, and Japanese people enjoy a good caricature. Hey, what's up, Don Cheeky? How you doing, dude? Sonic Adventures 3 with DJ T as the lead character.
But of course, people like Savvy here are being relentless, and I don't blame them. In all of the replies of Sega, providing screenshots of her tweets. Do you
Savvy's
really
based.
want to work with someone like this, who would likely want many different Sonic fans and even people who work at Sonic ended because of their political views?
This is
That
also, I mean, just with Sonic in general, I think you can extend this idea to a lot of these gaming brands. For some reason, they get co-opted by the sickest, freakiest people that claim to be the arbiters of the entire community and fan base in general. The smaller the game is, the worse it is for the most part, because they obviously make up a bigger percentage of the population. But you see it happen with games like Sonic, like League of Legends, Valorant, you know, other games like this, right? Like fighting game scenes. I mean, dude, Guilty Gear Strive, I'm pretty sure the entirety of like the top players in that game are all transgender. Like, why do these communities get straight up overrun by these people? And why is it even allowed to happen? Smash Brothers, another huge example where you basically, if you let a kid near a Smash Brothers tournament, you should be arrested for even letting your child go near it. Like, the Sonic fan base, yeah.
Very valid.
This is the waves of
thing to
wholesome
raise, especially,
Japanese
like I
people
said,
flooding X at the same time, and the racist Japanese people. Don't forget them.
This is the game
Well,
that people
wholesome,
like Ems has
you know,
been
same
playing.
thing.
They've been playing this with people like Miyasu, and they hate it when it's happening to them. And as you can see, they have of course gone private, but before they did that, they made a post trying to cope with everything that's happening. They said this: I really think all of you
What an absolutely soulless ghoul of a person. The wholesomeness is the racism? What do you mean? Yeah, I corrected myself. These games tend to be wholesome, but the Gramscians need to subvert and deconstruct any wholesome entertainment. It's simply colonialism and conquest? Yeah. Want to jump into the deep end of the Trump hit thing? Probably not. I feel like this is not a safe thing to jump into the deep end on YouTube or Twitch. But what an absolute ghoul of a human. I really think you all need to remember, we creators are also human. We have feelings and thoughts too. Bro, you are actively cheering for people to die. Are you crazy? You can't LARP as somebody with feelings that cares. You're just a sociopath. You only care about your own feelings. You don't care about the feelings of people who disagree with you. What pattern are we recognizing here? All of them.
You need to remember, we creators are also human.
You might have feelings, but I can't find a single thing to
Gets
give,
an opportunity.
give about
you are
them. Yeah,
performative and fake.
completely agree.
Breeds, you are performative and fake.
Their
Posts,
definition
you're
of human is
performative
different
and
from
fake.
ours. Yeah.
What do you want from us? I'm being for real, by the way. What do you want from me to not
Apparently not the
seem
people who
fake
disagree
to
with
you?
you. Oh, my good
Post
lord,
my
yeah.
ID, LMFAO. At the end of the day, I am just a corny Sonic fan who just happens to get lucky sometimes. Targeting people, attacking, and making stuff up about people you don't even know.
Making stuff up. Actual screenshots of your own posts, bro. Come on.
So effing weird and screams jealousy. Think before you say stuff to others. Wow. The level of projection. This individual has zero self-awareness. And honestly, I hope they're
Person who goes out of their way to piss all over anybody who disagrees with them, and has also made tweets actively defending the death of people who disagree with them.
By this experience.
What a loving,
because
kind, and accepting
everything
human
you're saying could apply right to the Miyasu situation. People making things up. People attacking someone over posts. Yes, you created this game that people are now playing with you, and now you're trying to play the victim? Absolutely not. And you can see criticism or even very kind posts are not welcome. So this person says, why don't you talk about Mia? She's a human too. Instantly blocked. Here's another person saying, I agree, it's great to be caring and understanding, even if your friends
love the people that will block you.
Or have different political leanings
Instantly.
or say things you don't agree with. You'd have to be quite the hypocrite to say that and celebrate the death of those you don't like. Guess what happened to that person?
Blocked.
Instantly blocked. Now,
Shocking.
of course, this is where it really takes a turn because she just...
Dude. Like, you have to think they have some kind of self-awareness to see somebody call them out very specifically for something like that and to just block them on the spot. Because they're blocking them because they know the other person's right. Got me in the first
In her
half.
infinite wisdom, this Ems person decided to address this on stream. And you can see Miyasu pointing out this clip. And it's pretty diabolical. Now, to give you some context, the person who made this recording typed in the chat, what about that Trump tweet? And they were
Not to mention,
kicked from the stream. They
Why
were
does this
banned.
Sonic
but she
VTuber
talks and talks and talks. And not only
I'm referring to Imsbury here. Feel it so necessary to share her political opinion on things that she disagrees with, like vehemently, in a way that's actively trying to destroy other people's careers or content creation.
not only is she massively hypocritical.
Like, it's one thing to share your political opinion and then just like let that out into the open, like fine, whatever. But to use it as like leverage to try and bring down someone else's channel is just heinous.
You can just see the level of smugness, the untouchability she feels because of her, I guess, status in this related community.
I was invited, or am invited, spoiler alert guys, I'm still invited, to the Sonic charity stream, that's for his birthday, right?
Something tells me this person's gonna get
I'm
banned
getting like
instantly.
the worst end of it right now, for just being invited.
You're not getting it for being invited, bro. You're getting it for being invited despite having said some of the most heinous things a human being can say online. After getting someone else
before
canned.
this person gets banned, but she's saying she's basically getting targeted because people are like jealous and for the most ridiculous reasons, completely ignoring the context of why people are complaining about her
See,
being...
but it's people that are narcissistic like this. They can't even understand what they've done wrong, though. Is what I think. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. They have no idea what OPSEC is, so they only ensure the purge shall be easy.
And also, she reminds everyone, she's still there. Don't worry, she's still there. Well, we'll see about that.
And it's really funny. It's really funny. I think it's really cute that a bunch of chuds are constantly talking about me.
Oh, it's the chuds.
Dude, I love the word
constantly
chud.
talking
It's just
about
such
you.
like a weak
Honestly,
insult.
nobody knew who you were until you led this gigantic campaign against Miyasu, but good on you for having so much confidence
Leftists just
in
live for their
yourself.
political opinions. They cannot help throwing them in everyone's face regardless of context.
They're just like,
Probably
there's
feels
just
like
a
an
bunch
itch
of
they have
like
to scratch.
people who don't. They're getting it political when it does not need to be. Just political people just being upset because they're other whatever fucking pink chud VTuber because I said something against them a while back because I still stand. Oh, by the way, I still stand by it.
Well, that's good to know. She still stands by the crusade she helped lead against Miyasu, but she also calls her a pink-haired chud, and also she'll say
Chud is just
further that she's
I love
not
the
political,
insult because they think it's
but
offensive.
she advocates and celebrates political
But
violence.
it's genuinely just
amazing.
like-
It's like they want their cake
it
and
means
to eat
nothing.
It too.
I mean, frankly, they don't care about right
I'm not
slash
gonna
wrong.
get
They
into
just want
who and what and where and why.
just wanna
If
benefit
you know,
for
you
themselves
know. If you're
regardless of the
chronically
suffering of
online,
others.
you'll know.
To them, it's necessary.
But
it's
just
necessary,
because I
truly
don't
heinous.
agree with somebody and I said that they don't really belong, like no, like around
coherence
the
in her
community,
words is
which I
just
still stand by.
astounding.
You know, like everybody has an audience, and apparently I'm just not their type, and that's fine.
So when you are not the type of audience,
I'm gonna share
for someone
political
like
opinion.
Miyasu,
Pineapple
why
goes
didn't
on
you
pizza.
Just like have that same
You really like to stand by
attitude
that opinion.
instead of trying to lead cancellation campaigns against her. Interesting.
I got pizza today, but I got
I'm not
pepperoni.
getting political, by the way. If anybody's worried, I'm not gonna get
Not
political.
political
I
at
never
all.
will be. I never bring up political shit in my.
Bruh. I never bring up political stuff except right now when I'm talking about political stuff. Also, anybody who disagrees with me politically should, you know, get unalived in Minecraft. Very consistent individual here.
Streams. I mean,
It's only to advocate and celebrate political violence. That's the only time she gets political. Or if you have you voted for the wrong person.
See, that's what's so crazy. These people get so overflowed with joy when something bad happens to someone they don't like that they can't contain themselves or think for 2 seconds that, hey, maybe posting this tweet about Donald Trump getting shot in the head is a bad idea. It's only politics when you do it. When I do it, I'm just being a good person. Pineapple on pizza is the GOAT. Got a lot of
you know
pineapple
this.
on pizza
I'll
enjoyers
joke
here.
about Mr. Kirk here and there.
She'll joke about Mr. Kirk here and there. Interesting. Wow. Well, we'll add that to the list, I guess. So she'll joke about Trump and assassination attempts against him, and also, I guess, about Charlie Kirk as well. Really going mask
Pineapple
off.
enjoyers. You a pineapple enjoyer? Kool-Aid pineapple enjoyer, huh?
I
That what you
appreciate
enjoy?
the honesty here.
But I'm not political. I'm not like, I don't
course.
care. I don't care what you believe in. I'm here to have fun.
She
don't
obviously cares what you believe in. She wants you dead if you disagree with her.
Care what people believe in, you just want to have fun. That's why you said you wish the worst on people who voted for Donald Trump. I mean, how many layers of hypocrisy can we establish?
So if you believe in things that the typical person doesn't believe in, then that's fine. As long as you don't bring politics in the chat, I don't care what you resign in. As long as you don't bring harm to people,
bro, she's LARPing.
I don't care.
What? She explicitly wants you to be harmed. It's her desire. And she stated as such. Like, holy hypocrite.
You seem to be pretty gleeful about harm being directed towards a president you don't like. I mean, is she even trying? Like, is she trolling us with this? It's actually insane.
But yeah, they're trying everything in their power to get me removed because I apparently, according to them,
Are all
I'm the
VTubers
reason why
LARPers? Am I LARPing?
They're VTuber that they like got removed
Does anyone
from
ever just
the
say
Sega
what they
Creator
believe?
program or whatever.
Well, you were a part of it for sure, but that is, of course, trying to detract people away from the fact that you made a tweet.
Like, am I
disappointed
grifting?
that there wasn't political
she's retarded.
violence
What do you expect?
successfully
Yeah, I guess.
launched against someone
I'm
you
pleased
don't
with the
like.
progress Asmon has had in
That's
being
why people
radicalized.
are calling
The
you
shirt
out,
is doing its
and
best to
by
present
your
it, but it's happening.
standards.
The
You
shirt
want
has
people
done
removed from
irreparable
events because
damage to
they have
Asmon
wrong
Goldlately.
think, and now people
tend
are
to say
doing
what
it
I
back
believe.
to you, and you're stun locked. You can't believe your virtue signaling set a standard that now you're being held to.
I'm astonished
That's
by
what they're
people
running with?
that act like this. What's
so
crazy
they're
is she
trying to
probably
give me a taste
believes
of
what
my
she's
own
saying.
medicine?
Yes.
They're just jealous. No, Jedass they are, but it's
I
okay.
say it,
It's
I believe
okay.
it's simple as that, yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Amazing.
these platforms try and do their best to make sure you can't succeed if you believe what you say, but her brain just can't catch up with the words coming out of her mouth, and it simply can't notice the discrepancy, I guess. The shirt gag has been hilarious.
Absolutely
yeah.
amazing stuff. I mean, what do you say? The sheer hypocrisy, the smugness. This is a person who needs to feel humbled. 100%. They feel like they're completely untouchable, that they can act a fool, say heinous things, and have no accountability while gaslighting their own audience. It's crazy. But Miyasu would share some of this stuff and say, as you know, I was removed from the Sega Creator Program due to safety. After what I've learned, I've been thinking, do I just say nothing? Do I let them silence me? Do I pretend I'm just fine? Sega is allowing this mainly because of the numbers. No matter the numbers, this is wrong. The irony with these posts is just ridiculous. I'm speaking about
For
this
evil to
since
win,
I've
all it
been
takes is
sitting
for
back
good
and
men to do
watching this
nothing.
unfold.
That's my
Where
answer
it
to
all
this
began was a post from a minor on the site, and my post, YouTube Short, was spread and caused people to start fuming on me. They never knew me to begin with, but because of this sole video, everything is different. I never spoke about this whole thing for a reason, for no reason. I spoke about it because of what I was feeling in the Sonic community. People were telling me how to behave and I have to say no. I felt uncomfortable, so I had to eventually say something. Should I continue supporting something like this? If I do, I at least have to speak the truth. I can't just allow this to happen. And of course, people are coping saying, you are really still whining about your actions getting consequences on a charity stream announcement. That's a whole new level of low for you. So yeah, when you apply their standards back to them, all of a sudden it's stooping to a low. Previously, it was receiving the
If
consequences.
you call out the other people for their explicit calls to violence or wishing of heinous things on other people, they get upset. They're like, how could you say this? Wow, you're stooping so low to bring up Imsbury's tweets. But when it happens to you, it's perfectly fine, and it's the consequences you deserve, of course. Now I can chat in stereo.
Of your own actions, now it's stooping too low. Now that's just unfair, right? But she would reply saying, are people just going to ignore this? Or, with of course, these screenshots.
Not to mention, this lady's using, like, Sonic imagery to express her disdain. This isn't even like, this is unrelated to Sonic. She's literally using Sonic to show that she's upset about it. So it destroyed a massive financial opportunity because you said you disagree with us? Stop being so entitled, Chud.
Referred to. And I think the whole drama really sums up to these tweets right here. Virtue signaling, trying to get Mia Sue out for being wrongthink. Then tweeting heinous stuff like this. Then virtue signaling about how good of a person they are and how horrible and awful people are being towards her. And then locking down. Locking down, can't take the heat. Loved.
Also, really weird thing to have your location as somebody being a content creator for, you know, a kids centered franchise as DILF hunting. That's weird.
To dish it out to those they think are bad people.
Probably thinks adding the
but when
Sonic
they get
image
even
softens
a
the blow.
minuscule amount
No,
in comparison,
seems like a
they
bad
shut
look.
down.
If you
Amazing
ask me.
stuff. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this situation. I do not blame anyone for playing their game and showing these tweets to Sega, especially when she's being so smug and cavalier about this entire situation. It's really embarrassing, honestly.
Anybody
Like,
celebrating the
grow up.
murder of innocent people should 100% not get partnerships with any brands. I mean, it's just evil.
Okay, just because people think differently than you doesn't mean they should have the worst inflicted upon them. But that'll do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please consider liking the video.
Fetish
consider
shaming, not
subscribing and turning
woke
on
of you, Ando.
notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Maybe I need to get a tie-dye rainbow hoodie for the rest of the month. It's just all so dumb. Yeah, I completely agree. But when is it not dumb on Twitter with the Twitter dramas? See that pride flag? Come on, a stereo comment was funny? I didn't say it wasn't. Okay. Fellow Inwa. True. From down for stealing pride from them? Well, they literally just co-opted the rainbow in the first place, right? Like, they stole it from us to begin with. The rainbow has always been a Christian symbol, and then they took it and turned it into, or tried to turn it into, celebrating sin. Very strange
Welcome
how
to
that
part
works.
5 of the Deme situation. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty fatigued of this related drama.
I'm
but
also
don't worry,
fatigued
we
of it.
might have reached the end of this situation because Deme...
You know what? I'm so fatigued of it that I don't even know if I'm going to watch this video. All right. I do want to know about this Netflix show that apparently is catching a bunch of heat.
Watching it because I know if I like it as a very gay black man, it'll be a humiliation ritual. I can sense that fandom.
I love how he added the very gay part. Like, that's not even in the tweet. Like, Bert just added that for fun. I respect it, though.
From a mile away. That is
YouTube's
one
lagging.
reaction out of many we'll be
Classic
taking a look
YouTube.
at in this video, reacting to the news of this new anime announcement from Netflix. They say, welcome to a world that is
In
as
video, but not
cute
chat?
as it is terrifying. From Mappa, Jimoto Psycho, working title, is coming soon to Netflix.
The meteor is
Or
the
you could
true
call this
symbol of
one
pride, if you
Lolly's
think
doing
about it.
fentanyl in the hood. That's
Whoa. Lolly's doing fentanyl in the hood. Anime by Mappa plus Nap. Is this real? This is gonna be the greatest thing ever if this is real, dude. What? This is a real show? This is guaranteed to be the funniest thing any human being has ever laid their eyes upon. They need to get the Ghost Stories dub people on this pronto. Like, what the fuck? I desperately want this in my life. There's a Grammy winner for sure. Yeah, bro. Like, what?
That's not an exaggeration. If anything, it's actually an understatement. Because in the trailer, the character...
The anime Boondocks is here? Finally. I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Are doing like 3 to 4 different drugs at least.
What
and also shooting people. A lot of shooting people.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Iconic scenes like this from the manga. Luckily, Snoop Dogg just went live on Instagram, so I kill time by commenting on his stream. The reactions to this anime have been extremely polarized, with comments like, "This is the most misogynistic PDF stuff I've..."
Has nothing to do with sex, bro. This anime has nothing to do with sex. At least from this, right? Like, sees child, immediately goes and starts talking about sexual stuff. Why do they always do this? Interesting.
Ever seen. From the character designs where their mouths never close, to the drugs and beatings of other women, instead of actually showing and telling about women, you embody male fantasies about women into reality. Disgusting. What does
it mean, male fantasies about women? This is literally just the anime is a complete shitpost. It's just lollies doing fentanyl in the hood. Like, it's just the craziest thing somebody could think of. And it sounds hilarious.
Self-report into how crazy and out of touch this
every single time,
is.
literally
like, no,
every
believe it or
single
not,
time.
The peak male fantasy
Russian
is
comments,
not
by the way.
dating
I
a
guess
drug-addicted, trashy woman. And furthermore, the creator of this series is in fact a woman herself. But more and more people...
I need to meet this mangaka author. She sounds so based. Wow. Person with a frickin' whatever flag. Which one is that? Pink, and blue. I never know with these people. They make flags for everything. This will hit the fat, greasy, racist, Indian, Filipino, white supremacist. Always a woman author. Bro, this is crazy, like, Indian, Filipino, white supremacist PDF cuck weeb community. I thought... Indian, Filipino, white supremacist. Like, what? Can we read this sentence and make it make any sense? Lesbian flag, I think. Trans. See, that's what's so funny about the flags. Literally nobody knows what the frick they mean. You what, mate? My YouTube comment hits on Twitch video. Chat log immediately. But the YouTube video like a minute later. Oh, YouTube just has a delay, unfortunately. Hello, the Ghost Story dub people are crazy woke now. Are they really? What's up, Miss Glow? Obi-Wan Frost tips still got me, like, for sure, right? The Broly guy is, Broly guy's gotta be still chill. They hate racist, yet become giga racist themselves. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, what am I reading? Purple, pink, and blue, it's bi. Yes, Vic is cool. Dude, need a few minutes to parse Indian, Filipino, white. Yeah, like, what are we smoking, man? They've been doing... Whoever wrote this tweet's been doing the drugs from the show, apparently. Also, Callie Alkirk. Crazy name.
Would continue to lose it in the responses, like this one as well, that reads, "This will hit the fat, greasy, racist, Indian, Filipino, white supremacist, PDF cuck weeb community. Like crack hit the streets in the 80s.
What we smoking here, and can I have
this
some?
Comment goes a completely different direction. They say, wow, it's like Netflix woke up and said, hey, how can we make an anime that's going to appeal to the absolute worst elements of the black and trans community?
What? Bro, what does this have to do with trans people? What does... I mean, I guess it's in the hood, so you could say it has something to do with black people, but like... Yeah, Vic's a chill Christian, you got the worst of the industry? Yeah, very unfortunate.
Then there's plenty more like this one with 7,200 likes that reads, "These girls will be the new profile pic for some brown Nazi in the third..."
Bro, was tweeted by a Spanish person, by the way. Literally by a brown person. Oh my gosh. It's always the not racist people that get instantly offended and then say, oh, those brown Nazis. I don't smoke. My drugs are prescribed. Nothing has come out of smoke.
Another user posting, the best and worst girls on Twitter will be using those girls as avatars. The worst human being existing
They call
on
us
Earth
supremacists,
is going to
yeah.
watch this and say they liked it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh my gosh, bro. YouTube. Stop doing this.
This is the
Hey, what's up, guys?
this is the body cam.
Where's the freaking video?
This is
oh
the,
my gosh. It's looping forever. Rare Netflix W. It's so dumb it comes off as broken bots, yeah.
I'm not watching it. Those girls as avatars. The worst human being existing on Earth is going to watch this and say they liked it. The worst e-girl you
Smoked
know
ones
is
are the
going to
most
have a
fun.
profile pic.
Translations may be off. Listen, bro, I never don't do drugs, man. I've never done drugs. Don't do drugs. They're bad for you.
From this. Finally, something to rival the amazing digital circus's rancid fan base. I thought we all grew out of, haha, it looks cute, but laid drugs and blood, such mature, like 10 years ago.
Some people are just immune to having fun, man. Like, this looks hilarious. It's funny, I troll these NFs and they assume I'm white because they assume everyone they disagree with them is white.
Care. This looks hysterical. Can't wait for it to upset just the right people, too.
Check the
Everyone
Rumble
commenting
video.
on this looks like the least interesting, most
this
obnoxious
is probably young.
possible type of person. It looks fun, and I will enjoy it. Yeah, like I said, the reactions
actually
have
don't do
been
drugs.
very
Give them to me to
polarizing,
do
as you can
instead.
see. And once again, if you're curious about this one, it's called Jimoto Psycho. And I'll leave it there.
Well, now that I know this anime exists, I know what anime I'm watching when it comes out. Like, why did they... I was going to say, why did they make this? But this is the perfect creation. Like, what the... It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I need to watch it because it sounds hilarious. Like, I can't believe Netflix is making that. Like, genuine rare Netflix W. I've actually never seen Netflix take a W until that. Can I suggest a song? Sure. All right, I want to know about the Chud Queen. I mean, now that I think about it, they didn't make a whole anime being digital crack's thing.
18th, now getting over 5 million views and 56,000 likes. It all begins with
Decades
this
of
tweet
Tumblr commie brainwashing
reading
that's been
big
happening.
things happening in Kazakhstan. Posting a picture of this athlete who apparently competes in track, field, and the high jump. As she continued to go viral, more and more people went crazy. Some becoming her biggest appreciators, others finding ways.
Did this lady just become popular like the ice skater lady became popular and people are just simping for her? I don't get it.
To get offended somehow, which led up to this account that was created sometime in June, perhaps after this all went viral. At the very least, that's when this account really surfaced, claiming to be
That's
the
a man.
woman from the photo, writing,
Is it a man?
Hi, my name's Jasmine. That's me in the photo above. This photo's gained popularity and gone viral online in the last few hours. Thank you all for your kind
If
comments.
that's not a man,
I'd also like to dispel
she's
some
cute.
rumors. My full name is Jasmine Bagalanova. Going
have
on to
no
provide
idea.
more
Like, I don't get
context,
the-
writing, I live in Kazakhstan and am Kazakh mixed race. I love my homeland very much. I compete in track and field, and my sport is the high jump. Thank you all for your well wishes and support in my sport. I'll continue to work hard, achieve success, and pursue my goals.
I'm just
and posting
curious why
another
Hero Hayes making a video on it.
picture. But I haven't really shown you the public reception yet so far. I told you there were a lot of people appreciating her, but also people offended. So let's take a look at some of that.
Okay,
now.
she wins.
And then
That's
I'll show
cute.
you one of her more recent clips that she also posted to Twitter. And keep in mind, once again, that the initial tweet did get over 5.
Every single living tomboy goes viral because it's like seeing a unicorn. See, guys, I'm not a tomboy truther. I'm gonna be honest. Not really my thing.
Million views, but as mentioned, here's some of the more specific reception. Comments like, every single living tomboy goes viral because it's like seeing a unicorn. People
Tomboy
responding
amplification.
Like, seeing a cute tomboy that hasn't been government mandated to start testosterone is like finding the last Hawaiian bird of its species, and tomboy supremacy. A separate post reading,
This
the
entire
reason
video is
these
just
big-eyed
people
tomboys
simping
always
for
go so
tomboys.
viral is because for 15
I love
years,
tomboys. I'll
every
get my
single
whole life
woman
for a
of
good
such
tomboy.
phenotype was being
I
coerced
got news for
into
you.
being trans
That
by
means
the
you're
woke
gay.
Reich. Now that woke is dead.
Tomboy erasure will
Tomboys
not
are
be
back
tolerated.
and freshly
I don't have a problem with
denazified.
tomboys. I'm just I'll leave the tomboys to you guys, you know?
Others like how long before Foy Twitter finds out about her and calls everyone Hitler PDF incels for thinking that she's attractive. Response reading,
Tomboys
she's very
are the
pretty.
ultimate
Jealous
life
400-pound Foyds will get mad. Which takes us to this tweet that reads, nothing will make a teen girl famous than being liked by internet racists.
Where
And
do I go to
apologize
send
all
this
boyish
woman
girls
money?
for loosing their right-wing chuds on them.
Loosing the right-wing chuds. How dare you be attracted to this athletic woman? What are you? A conservative? You don't like 300 pounds plus? You bigot? Huh, come on. If she doesn't have at least one septum piercing, blue hair, and weighs as much as a Ford F-150, she's not right for you.
With my Geo Scotty post. Speaking of this,
Asmongold would actually agree with that when he has the rainbow shirt on.
this post with machine
Apparently.
translation doing its best to translate this from French, saying, unlike Geo Scotty, she fully embraces her role as racist Twitter's muse.
Please,
And as
God,
mentioned,
make
there's
this
another
one
clip that
actually
Jasmine posted. We'll get to
biologically
that one
female.
momentarily. And others writing, she's onto us. Abort, abort, shut it down. She's just a cute, feminine.
They're just
sporty
fun because they
athlete who
usually
provokes
are
no
prissy and they're
uncertainly
kind of
thoughts
de facto
aside from
athletic
marriage.
slash anti-fat.
However, others are not having it, saying things like she's already turned into an attention redacted and will be forgotten in 2 weeks just like the others. Of course, there's also memes like this one posting a timeline of women on Twitter.
This is the lady I was referring to. That was the skater, ice skater from the Olympics or whatever. I've seen this picture before in like a chat music video, but I have no idea what she's from. I've also seen this picture before. I still have no idea what that's from. Never seen any of the other ones though.
That have gone viral, which
I like the red
somehow
face
would
paint
also
one.
offend somebody.
The red face paint one. Chat music has a video about it. You can find it somewhere.
This user writing, do men have anything better to do than objectify popular athletes
Really
or
like the
just
red face paint one
conventionally
a lot.
attractive
A
women?
new simp has hit the
Conversely,
towers.
this guy writing, just gonna shoot my shot here. Are you interested in dating with marriage in mind? Another angry person would respond though, writing, I feel bad for Jasmine. Like, this is genuinely so concerning, seeing her getting sexualized by internet losers.
Oh, yes, because as we all know, when you post a picture of yourself on the internet, you would be so offended if everybody just started being like, wow, you're super attractive. Please date me. Oh, that's horrible. The worst thing that could ever happen to somebody. All just random tricks from viral videos that are hot and therefore got virally simped over. Red face one is AI, though, I believe.
On the flip side, this guy writing, the fact that right-wing Twitter is drooling over this is disturbing. WW are so cucked that we want women to
be
look
fair,
like
it's kind of hot for a girl to go
Tomboy
hunting and
posting
actually be
would
willing to
continue
acquire her
with
food.
this response
True.
reading, keep making the tomboys rich and famous until it comes back to a normal level. And this one saying, they don't make tomboy women like this anymore. On that note, others...
Do people want tomboys because they're rare, or do people want tomboys because they want tomboys? It's an interesting question.
asking...
If the tomboy economy was better, would people be less interested?
Jasmine to cosplay as Evie from
What are our
Stellar Blade
thoughts,
Blood Rain.
gentlemen?
This account accusing her of being a plant, writing Elon's
Tomboys
next
for
biggest
tomboys
plant
in
shit.
my case.
Says 30k followers in less than a day. And this person just not happy about any of this, writing
Not mutually
I feel bad for
exclusive.
this girl already because she's going viral for all the wrong
Because they're
reasons.
peak.
And weirdos on Twitter are latching onto her. This user also unhappy, writing, you y'all love to gas
I
up
want a tomboy
mid
because
boys."
tomboy, the fact it's an
Throughout all of the
SSR poll these
discourse,
days
that
just
would
makes
take
it
us to
better.
the aforementioned clip that Jasmine would later go on to post.
The more
captioned,
I have, the
"Haha,
more I
guys,
live.
you
Most
make
tomboys are
interesting memes
low
with me.
maintenance.
I only recently
There's
figured
no such
out
thing
X."
as a low maintenance woman, bro. Unfortunate reality. Did you hear about the Stellar Blade payment and processor debacle yet? No. I had the video pulled up though. I'm gonna watch it in a second.
The song originally in that clip was copyrighted, so I had to edit in an old school Hero Hey original. Been a while since I used that one. But I hope you guys appreciate the intense editing that was required of me to get this uploaded. And that does...
These MFs literally simp for killers. It's true. They literally do. Mostly they want tomboys because they're sane. Sane? Can a woman be sane? Am I true? Am I speaking the truth or no? Hopefully nobody's offended by that joke. Here's the payment processor one.
Hey, what's up guys, Ruff here. So in this video, we're once again talking about
Grippy socks, grippy box. Somebody bonked my brother, bro. I mean...
Stellar Blade Blood Rain and some of the controversy surrounding the design of Eevee, the new main protagonist.
That too, tomboys tend to be more logic-minded than girly girls do.
We have seen the usual suspects through projection and their own
no true
headcanon,
sane, but
making
better
all
than
kinds
most.
of wild statements about this character.
Women.
They look at her and they immediately start thinking about toddlers or whatever sick
Apparently, God, bro, I think it's so funny whenever the Stellar Blade stuff comes up, and they're just like, "Oh, child." It's like, man, what do you think kids look like? We need to check your hard drive, buddy. Like, what? If you think kids look like Eevee from the new Stellar Blade, you need to be in prison.
Fantasies they come up with.
Hey,
it's
man,
obviously projection, but it appears that the modern
Did George W.
audience
Bush say
who's
that?
upset
Something
about
tells
this
me
character
that's not a real
is
quote.
going to diabolical new lengths to make sure you don't even have the choice of whether or not you want to play this game. They are now contacting payment processors like MasterCard and Visa with the hopes of getting this game removed from platforms. They don't want you to sit there and decide for yourself whether or not you want to play this game. They want to make the decision for you. They are literally contacting the evil empire of...
Yo, can they even stop you from doing this on Steam, though? Can't you just Visa money onto your Steam account and then just buy the game?
Payment processors over here.
I'm not sure how this
to
works.
make this happen. A new low for these wackadoos, who no matter what will never be convinced that this character is not the problematic caricature they've created of her in their head. No matter how many adult cosplayers...
I know one or
almost
two
create
seeing
a
females in
one-to-one
person, so with the
comparison
one
with
online,
character.
there's maybe
No matter how many
25-ish
people
out
like
there.
Vera Dark talk to the CEO of
That's not a lot, bro.
Shift Up,
Are we
who
cooked?
confirms her age is somewhere between 23 to 25 years old. They still have their sick fantasies.
I don't care what
in
payment
their
processors
head,
think. I
and
will
they are
redact it. Any
projecting
payment
very
processor tries to
hard.
go with this.
In fact, no matter how many explanations
Steam folded
are
to the
given,
payment processor
people
before,
like
so there's that.
Kotaku use that as confirmation of
Have
their
these people
own
not
narrative.
considered
You
their
can
own
see
advice?
this
If you don't
article
like
that
it, just don't buy / pay for watch it. Yeah. Well, these people are notorious for never taking their own advice. Whenever you turn their own advice against them, suddenly it's not actually applicable in this particular situation. They always flip-flop on their opinions on literally everything.
Shift Up CEO brushes off complaints that Stellar Blade Blood Rain's protagonist looks too young, while promising even more appealing outfits. Now, Kotaku saw the statements from the CEO who said
Low
Eevee is
maintenance
going
girl.
to look younger
I'll
and
absolutely
shorter
say a girl
than Eve,
will always
and that
score at least a 4 on the
confirms
crazy
their
scale.
headcanon that she's a
Even a
literal
score between
child.
4 and
In
6 is
fact,
really rare.
They end the article with this absolute
You can't
slop
like
saying,
something I don't like.
I've
Do
reread these
better,
comments
chud.
several times, and it just comes across as evasive nonsense to me.
You can put it
Kim's
on a Steam
response
gift
doesn't
card.
really address
Yeah.
Eevee's appearance,
Too young,
nor her
question mark.
overly sexualized poses in the trailer.
The jiggle physics in the reveal trailer were disturbing enough. Dude, jiggle physics is always such a, like, funny talking point in my opinion. Like, there's obviously some times where it's, like, way too much, but then there are the people that want your character to, like, straight up be made of cement and just not move at all. And it's like, come on, man. These people, anytime they see any amount of jiggle physics, they freak the frick out. Not to mention, it's a fake character in a video game. Who cares? Can I use a $19 Fortnite card? Surely. I saw an 18-year-old that looks older.
Beyond stating that she is younger and smaller in size. Kim did, however, talk about the new outfits that'll be available for Eevee and Stellar Blade Blood Rain. It'll be even more appealing. That's all we can say.
Keep in mind, these same people were saying Eve from the original Stellar Blade looked like a child. Eve from the original Stellar Blade does not look like a child, bro. Like,
good lord. I hope more appealing doesn't mean what I think it means in this context. The jiggle physics present in the reveal trailer were disturbing enough. Thank you very much.
How dare
Holy soy.
a woman's body
Ladies
move.
and gentlemen, The author at Kotaku here, one of the, like 3 remaining journalists
Blade
over
isn't the
there,
hero we asked for,
is
but it's the
having
hero we
a
needed.
panic attack over the jiggle
I need to play the
physics
first
of
one.
Eevee in the reveal trailer, and is now mortified what the
Absolute
Shift
soy
Up
cuck
CEO
behavior,
could
yeah.
possibly mean when he says there's going to be appealing outfits for this character. Again, they saw his comments, didn't want to believe it, and twisted it to adjust to their own narrative. But I'm glad to see not only the
Progressives see
CEO
adult
here
women and immediately think
really
of
just
children.
stay
How
with
odd.
the vision
Yeah.
they have, but
Every
also
single time without fail.
continuing to mock the ridiculous discourse on social media. Here's the CEO's Twitter account, and recently they reposted this art right here. Now, if you go to the original post, in the replies, there is an English
like to project,
translation where it says, "I look like a kid," and this. Can you still say that after seeing these, referring to her curves? Definitely adults, but yeah, a brat, undoubtedly. So they are clearly making fun of the outrage, and I think it's no coincidence that the CEO of Shift Up remains based and is mocking the discourse on social media, who yearns so desperately to have this character fit their twisted headcanon. But here's the main topic
Listen,
of today's
Eevee from the
video,
new
what I
Stellar
talked
Blade
about
might...
earlier.
I can be convinced of the tomboy agenda, you know?
Some Stellar Blade fans have spotted that some users on Reset Era and other groups
can
are
see the
reporting the
vision.
game to payment companies like Visa and MasterCard. They want to boycott the game,
I would
especially
invest in this
after
company
Shift
just for
Up
that tweet
will
alone.
reveal more outfits and content for the game that they think the protagonist is too young. They started by banning discussion of the game altogether. Now users there claim to be reporting it regularly. You can see this post. I reported this game to Visa and MasterCard, so hopefully major retailers and digital storefronts won't be allowed to sell. And you can see some of the replies to this main post saying, reporting the game to payment processors isn't a boycott. They don't want to choose not to buy the game. They want to choose for you not to buy the game. Authoritarian nonsense, the results of not being able to slap the crap out of people.
It's always funny how they're always so... Oh, the powers that be, they're holding us down. Except I don't want you to play this game and I will now impose my will upon you because my will is better than yours. Please see my previous comment on how not liking tomboys makes you gay. We all need to start emailing payment processors as well, threatening them if they capitulate, legally, of course. Lag? I'm not sure if anyone else is lagging. It might just be you. I'm not sure.
People through the internet. And that is a...
Is liking... If not liking tomboys makes you gay, but aren't tomboys more like men? Listen, I don't think liking tomboys makes you gay. But I also don't dislike tomboys. I'm just not...
very important point.
I'm not a tomboy maxer,
It's not that they want to leave it up to the market to decide or for gamers to purchase this game or not. They want to make the decision for you. They want to exert their morals onto you and dictate whether or not you're allowed to consume certain content. And
Because
in this case,
you're gay.
they don't want you to even have
not
the
gay, bro.
choice of buying this game or supporting it. This sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's because it is. We've seen the
Liking
same
tomboys
tactic
does not
from
make you
many
gay.
parties,
Being gay
but
makes you gay,
one great
true.
example is Collective Shout, a feminist group in Australia that
Sucking
has been
penis does make
successful
you gay.
in banning many different problematic games from places like Steam because they make complaints to payment processors who then turn around with their extreme power and tell the platforms remove this content or we're going to pull our payment processing.
Who thinks liking
from your
tomboys is gay?
platform.
I was just making a joke, man. Tomboys are closer to men than, like, girly women, you know? So is liking a tomboy gayer than liking a girly woman? Thoughts? Smoking the flesh tube.
Which would effectively destroy any
That's a
platform, no
crazy
matter
comment,
how
bro.
big it might be. Now, just
I
keep
don't
in
know, you
mind
sounded real
with this-
offended and Steen. Brother, we cannot be calling me and Steen. Like, what do you mean and Steen, bro? In what world does liking the container of boobs and vagina gay? It's not. I was just joking, man.
Theme of projection. Remember,
back in the day, it was only gay when
Collective
balls
Shout
touched.
is
How the
same
times have
group
changed.
that is crying over video games, but said Cuties, the Netflix quote-unquote film that sexualized real kids.
That's what you called yourself, though? I never called myself Andstein, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Ethically problematic, but a powerful protest
guy,
against
man.
the sexualization of girls. Yeah, they love cuties, but problematic video games, including GTA, by the way, too much for this group. But you can see some people trying to deflect and defend this decision, saying, don't worry, guys, the developers are going to censor their game on release again, just like they did with the first one.
Tomboys are more like guy because they aren't trying to keep up with the Jones, which is why they most women go
now,
insane.
They're referring
True.
to this censorship.
Hey, yo,
that was
we
a
got
day
new
one
lore
switch
and
up
Steen.
of Stellar Blade, where you can see there was clothing added.
I miss Eve. It might be like 5% more gay.
To hide some of the cleavage of Eve. That was something we talked about on this channel, but it seems very...
See, that's all I'm saying, man. Listen, Evie, she's cool. You know, tomboys are cool. But would you prefer a tomboy over this? Come on.
We're based on many different statements from Shift Up. This was out of their hands. It sounds like this was the work of Sony, and that surprises
Sony
no
classic.
one. But
Yes,
they are ditching
yes.
Sony as their publisher.
First time
for Stellar
chatter,
Blade
yes.
Blood Rain, which
It was
is
that
a
important.
great decision.
You had to come out of
pretty much
hiding. What's up,
secures
Keylibs?
that something like this is not going to happen again. But here's some more posts
Homo power
from
scaling. Are we doing that
Reset
now?
Era
A million times,
forum,
yes.
which is like the woke
I
gaming
unfortunately
forum.
saw part of
You can see
Cuties
posts
before
like
I
this
knew the controversy. It made me throw up in my mouth before I could shut it off.
from a couple days ago saying, it's
My
effing
condolences.
wild to me that people are still desperate to give Shift Up some kind of a pass on this even now. This wasn't a mistake. They didn't accidentally make her young. There's no, maybe they didn't realize, or I don't understand why they would do this. There is no, why can't they just be normal? This is their normal. This is who they are. Wow, that's just totally racist,
I'm
by
with
the way.
Ed, though. I
which
like
is a
tomboys
theme
as bros, not
amongst these
romantically. I got
antis,
you,
but
bro.
They continue
Listen,
on
I could be
saying,
convinced.
this is what they've always been. The studio that wants to portray women as
You
naive,
couldn't
childlike,
waterboard that out of me,
subservient
but
sex
what the
dolls. The studio that
True.
panders to insecure South Korean
Depends.
incels.
Attitude and personality
because
can go a
their
long
artist
way if they're
drew a
both hot
hand
anyway. True.
that they think must be mocking them personally. The studio that allegedly fired 2 women for being feminist-based. The only evidence of this online now seems to be
unfortunately
Chud
honest.
celebrating the firings as her
Look at those
Twitter
walls of
was
text, they're
seemingly
mad as
deleted
hell,
after
yeah.
presumably getting brigaded based.
I mean, all these people do is get incredibly mad, and then they say they don't care after typing a complete book about how angry they are.
But based on who Shift Up are and the situation in South Korea, it's easily believable. It's what a gaming
Allow me to persuade you to the tomboy truth and Diddy. Bro, hello? This guy's calling me anything, man. Like, what do you mean, and Diddy?
culture.
I mean, that's not as bad as Anstein, I guess. Exactly. If I have a choice between a tomboy and anything, I will take the tomboy. Out buying a new car, tomboy. Out getting lunch, tomboy.
Giving disgusting
dedicated to
content
the-
a pass because, but the gameplay
guy's
was
dedicated
good.
to the
/
tomboys,
the story
bro.
was good. I can separate the art from the artist. Ends up leading to a lot of the time.
A lot of tomboy
these
truthers
people
in
are
here, bro.
Absolutely miserable, ladies and gentlemen. Mad about things that no sane person is actually upset about. I almost feel sorry for individuals like this, but you can see that is the route they're trying to go with this whole situation. Going after payment processors,
He's
trying
so
to flag them
real
down
for
to
that.
get rid
My
of a
neighbor.
game they think is problematic.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
very low behavior. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week live here on YouTube.
Me
But
personally,
overall,
I wouldn't let
hope
that
you guys enjoyed
slide.
the video, and I'll see you next time.
Listen, man. There's nothing wrong with tomboys. They're just not my preference. I can respect the dedication. Even if I don't fully understand it. If she's a tomboy, she can slide as much as she wants. Yeah, I'd be dedicated. What's up, Moses? Tell you what, I like more than tomboys, though. Amazing boobs. A lot of tomboys don't really have them, so that factors a lot. I don't know why I just read amazing boobs in Donald Trump's voice. Like, it just... That's the way I heard it in my head. It's okay to be wrong, bro. We still love you. Gay. Bro. Come on. Come on. Bit crass, but true. Curves are killer. You're not wrong. I mean, you... Like... Nobody's going to disagree with you on that. Donald Trump did, in fact, come. I'm going to come. I can't do a Donald Trump voice. My brother can do a really good Donald Trump voice. I just can't do it. And now I hear it in his voice, too, in my head now. Thanks. Amazing boobs. The greatest boobs. True. Everyone's talking about her.
Blimped out. She went hog. That Flash Charlie Kirk is going viral again. She got
just
fat.
watching random stuff.
She got fat. Really? That's really what they d- Oh.
The best boobs, quite frankly. There's never been boobs as great as these. Yeah, dude, I love the way Donald Trump talks. He's so funny, man. Like, that guy's a natural born comedian, just on accident.
Wow. Oh, no. This is apparently the same woman who flashed Charlie Kirk. She reappeared in a video and said something disgusting
fat.
about Charlie.
Shocking.
So this...
Isn't it weird how any woman that holds this worldview always ends up getting fat? It's almost like they celebrate fatness.
This is the girl before, and she obviously is, you know, she's pretty cute. She's skinny. And this is, I mean, she just porked out. She blimped.
Porked out. Aspen one is so sad. She used to be really cute. It is now legal for hunting without a license in Texas. That is the crazy. That is the realest truth nuke I've ever heard in my life. She got nuked mentally and physically, yeah. She also got the septum piercing too. Massive milkers, huge honkers, perhaps even ginormous glazunker. I don't know if I've ever heard a glazunker, bro. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. I've read enough dojins to understand both sides. Both tomboys and Eve types are great if you ask me. Listen, a hot woman's a hot woman. The wombo combo.
Out. She went hog wild. God damn. Like, don't you get afraid to get married? Like, what happens if you get married to this girl and then this is what happens?
Asman spitting. But to be fair, who would marry somebody that seems this miserable to begin with?
So this is the original clip?
Do you feel proud of...
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm low-key traumatized from watching any video that has Charlie Kirk in it because I just expect to watch him basically get decapitated. Unfortunately. Asman has a new Pride shirt. Yeah, he upgraded from the Pride tie-dye shirt to the frickin' flannel. Hot/cute woman equal neuron activation. True, we're not gay here. Neuron, I can't spell. Like, frick, she fell out of the ugly tree and ate every branch on the way down.
yourself for debating college kids who
Even
are
gayer than the
unprepared
last
to
one, yeah.
speak in front of an audience like yourself? You're 30 years old. Do you think that's a little bit silly?
Are you a voter?
I am a voter. I'm a
so
registered voter.
I vote and you vote. So I'm talking to voters of this country that will determine the future of Western civilization.
Who are you?
It's so strange that Vivek Ramaswamy is
enough
just
for you
sitting
to
there.
come up to a microphone.
Oh, man, that's bad.
Well, no, you could see. Look how popular Trump is on your campus. How does that make you feel? That is a 5-alarm fire for Kamala Harris because she's probably going to lose.
You know what did it to her? It's probably the frickin' 700 grams of sugar in this Starbucks coffee that costs $8 frickin'.
Pennsylvania.
And look who was right.
And you said, well, I'm worried about some laws Congress should pass. I have to ask, what laws are you talking about? Can you be specific?
She got a titty out.
I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. This is what you do. This is what you do. You take people.
Love the guy
and you
truly
put
took
them
one of the
under
better ones. Yeah.
spotlight And you.
Well, hold on. I didn't ask, or you to come up here. You voluntarily came to the front of the line. You didn't have to do that.
You're purposely antagonizing people on campus, asking
How?
people to come up by spreading your weird agenda.
I love how the way that she explains herself. I wish the chatters would do the same thing to me, right? I mean, like, we never have that happen. So what she said.
If you're gonna disagree with me, at least be an attractive woman and show me your boobs. Like, okay, bro. Charlie was such a great guy, man. Yeah.
Saying now,
this next girl.
That child would cause.
I know she's not a communist because she gained weight. True. Weird, right? Good argument. Yo, chat, flash me real quick.
Why don't you dig him up and fuck him in the neck hole?
Maybe you should do that first time you get some exercise.
I was gonna say, I would be an angry person too if this is what I looked like now. She went from being an attractive lady to having a septum piercing, being fat, and having a freaking tongue piercing. And having this androgynous man haircut, like...
It's the weirdest thing I've heard all day.
Have you ever made a woman come?
Because abortion is intentional.
Have you ever made a woman come?
Yes.
Oh, really? Was she lying?
What the fuck? This is so bizarre. Disgusting behavior, yeah.
Did you...
Can you tell how much her brain melted from the first time she talked to Charlie Kirk to now?
Really not think about what would happen if he said yes?
She expected him to say no. Literally an animal, yeah.
Yes.
Because you can't really tell.
Hey, what if you decided that instead of trying to do these gotcha things...
She was pretty. Now you need 2 buses and an Uber to get on her good side. Yeah. Beyond obnoxious.
They're not very funny. Have you ever been not...
Just before and after college, basically. Or maybe not before college, like 1 year into college versus fully graduated with their queer binormative gender studies degree. The 5G controls the thoughts of women with the septum piercings.
I'm not out here to be funny.
True.
Right. You are going here to talk to children.
And we were having a conversation.
To talk
and then
to
you came
children.
up and started
Talking to
asking me if
full-grown
I've ever
adults
made
on a
woman
college
come.
campus.
Oh my god.
Different than others, but we all do it in different ways.
Okay.
But see, Christ came to forgive sinners, even sinners like
She's
you.
got her own area code now.
Bro, he is rage baiting her so hard.
Nothing
with the
normative
Bible.
about this one true. She took the body positivity BS to
it's
heart.
not-
Yeah, how much you want to bet she's on a cycle of Ozempic now too?
Even like again, so here's the problem is that these people can vote.
Sperm
of course.
are not humans. Human beings, I hate to have to be the one to do this. Human beings are created via sexual reproduction. The sperm has to meet the egg to produce a newly
exactly
conceived
She went hog
baby.
wild, yeah. Actually talking to Roadhog right now.
Well, you were
Your brain is so huge.
It's millennial.
That-
These are Gen Z.
This is the most calories she's burned
So
since the first video, though. Got auto modded.
Your
I don't
Diddy?
even know how that's possible. I don't have an auto mod. I don't think. Oh, apparently I do. Kirk pissed her off for being right, so she went full lesbo. Yeah.
Who are you, Diddy?
She got her own gravitational pull.
No, not that kind of love. Loving your neighbor as yourself. Because I want justice and I want equality.
So much.
Listen to how much decorum this guy has when he's talking, and how just crazy she is. She's so hyperactive, though. Is she on something? Probably. I mean, wouldn't shock me at all.
Yes.
While choosing to act really cringy and
Unhinged
weird
SSRIs,
is
yeah.
certainly a tactic, this was yet
It is an affront to my freedoms that these people have any. My boy Charlie cursed her and turned her into a land whale from beyond the grave. Oh my god.
She would benefit so... I don't know if I can read that. She just go on a light jog every once in a while. Or, you know, every day. But actually, she can't do that. Because exercising is right wing, I've been told. No, like holding her breath. Yeah, I don't think you're going to survive 5 minutes of not doing that. I don't know if you'll be okay after that. Her brain needs to be starved for just a little. It might be starved enough. I don't know if there's much oxygen making it up there to begin with. What's Leaflet talking about? The liberal white woman problem. Wait. Oh, this is a 1-hour video, man. But this is such a base topic. I agree. Enough to maintain thought. Not true. I think the world recorded it somewhere around 7 minutes. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I forgot Gems are right wing now. She talking about awfuls. Bro, it's just the world has disintegrated. Awfuls or however it's spelled. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Isn't it great we're taking everything? Yeah. Being fat and ugly is left wing, apparently. Well, I mean, if you notice the patterns, it's true. Stream's gonna get smited for bullying or something. Cops discover babysitter being eaten alive in backyard. Bro, what is Tectone reacting to, man? That's fine. That's horrifying. Dear Lord. They can keep us on? True. They can't keep us on. I was way off. 29 minutes is the longest underwater breath held. Dude, that guy's gonna be like part fish. What do you mean 29 minutes? Why is it so hard to find masculine left-wing men? They don't exist? Almost like being masculine directly goes against the left-wing principles. Well, lack of principles, really. I mean, I don't think they want him anymore either. Yeah, nobody wants us on. A Californian story, I take it. Apparently it's awful. Affluent white female urban liberal. Yeah. Yep. Those are genuinely, maybe not the worst people, but like the worst people in the matter of, like how many of them there are. Like obviously the people doing violent crimes are worse than them, but the reason people are allowed to do the violent crimes is because they're getting defended by the affluent white female urban liberals. Current Guinness World Record. He's probably a freaking, it's probably just some random person who had to walk through India for the first time and recorded the longest breath hold of all time, no? I'd probably hold my breath for 29 minutes and if I walked into India. You see the Algae Lives Matter protest in DC? I did see people complaining about the reflecting pond or whatever, making a huge deal out of it. I saw freaking Krasenstein post some AI picture of fat JD Vance rolling around in the pond or whatever. It's just, they LARP about the funniest stuff, man. Trump said he wanted to clean out the reflection pool, and then there was an Algae Lives Matter protest. Like, really? I'd rather die of oxygen starvation than take a single breath of Indian air. You'd rather die of oxygen starvation or you die of Indian breath inhalation. Like, this was set by Croatian freediver Vitomir March. I can't read that guy's name. June 14th, 2025 in Opacha, Croatia. He performed it while lying on the bottom of a 3-meter deep pool after pre-breathing pure oxygen. The attempt was officially verified with 8 of freediving judges present. People are insane. Really owned him, bro. To be fair, I've seen a few leftist gym bros roided out of their minds crashing out. I mean, there's a few of them, right? Like, there's obviously exceptions to the rule, but I'd say generally, you get they're either fat or they're like Destiny, where they have to use a freaking bottle opener to open their newest Soylent. If that's the case, I'll go out untainted. True. Oh, we watched Asmongold react to this in last stream. It's such a funny video, though. I'm curious to see what this is, though.
Leftist protester arrested for trying to get revenge on conservative YouTubers. This one's by Warren.
This might be the most deranged professor I have ever seen. He takes things...
Plenty of muscular guys are gay as hell. Yeah, that's true. Well, a lot of dudes lift weights to look good for other men. Like, I feel like women don't care that much in terms of, like, bodybuilding, right? Like, a woman's obviously not going to complain about you being, like, athletic, but I don't think most women want you to have a freaking shredded six-pack and muscles so dense that it feels like you're touching a rock.
To a whole nother
I feel like only
level.
dudes care
He
about
has
that.
gone back and
Thanks,
done
for the
research
Prime,
on
thank
Russell's past to find that he had a DUI at one point. He's trying to inform the public of this.
Why do you put like innocent lives in danger when you drink and drive?
Oh, hey, I forgot I had a beer on my
because I
desk.
was being sinful.
You sipping beer at 2 in the morning, bro?
I was up drawing. I have, actually. I haven't drank since.
His plan backfires so badly, he ends up getting arrested.
You're not going to walk across the street. You're being detained right now.
In this one video
What the
exchange,
hell?
this one man has defeated multiple opponents. It's a battle of archetypes.
You have to have a permit.
Well-
So
Was that chat on the left? They made the AI picture, yet they made it so they have tiny dicks in the picture. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, the chat on the left side of my screen is, that's Leaflet's chat. The question is, what are you doing for Grindr or just for the bros? It's 10:35 p.m. Oh, you're a West Coast person, huh? Men being too hot makes women insecure. Most women like mid-cut. Normal air record is 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Having a Coors Banquet. I've never drank alcohol. It's just not my thing. You're centered on Leaf, so it looks like you have her hair. I'm doing my Leaflet cosplay. Let's handle it right now. My autism picked something out of Leaf's chat while you had it paused. Oh, I see. Men being fat slobs repels women. Double-edged sword. True. West Coast welder been rebuilding the homes that burned the LA fires for the last year. You vote for Pratt? Well, unfortunately, that guy's been cheated out of everything. I'm drinking alcohol right now.
He's like a Dynasty Warriors legend.
And Litstein. Okay, man.
Now, on this same shoot,
You
he's
can't
approached
keep
by
making up names for me to
the
be
most stereotypical
horrific
Karen
criminals.
you could possibly dream up. It's almost as though this is a caricature, but it's not. This is a real person.
What'd they say? They said, no, they're allowed to be here free.
Oh my god. It's always based on reality, man. The stereotypes are always based on reality. They're always based on something, right? They're stereotypes for a reason.
we found out that when you come to Art Walk, you don't have to have a $35 permit.
There's actually a
Hassan
deep
Free
underlying
Pikerstein.
lesson. Now, this professor was fired as a result of one of the videos that
And
Abolition
Capone.
Rising made.
Really?
So he is out to exact revenge.
This is Brian Kemp, a professor at the University of Oklahoma.
Bro's name is Brian Kemp. I wonder how he feels about having the name of the former, or is he still the Georgia Republican governor? That's Brian Kemp, right? He's somebody Republican. I'm pretty sure it's the Georgia governor, or at least used to be. Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, yeah. Every stereotype comes from somewhere. When you have to clarify it's real, you know it's about to be bad.
And you may recognize him from a video we put out in January where he did this.
Oh, thank you. Everybody. So the thing is, for adopting these babies that will be.
Does he have a purse, bro?
It's always the gayest looking dude you can find.
That's not a shoulder
They're always like
bag, man.
middle-aged.
Shoulder bags have thicker straps than that. That looks like a purse.
Brian Kemp's the governor of Georgia.
You have?
Oh yeah. Certainly, I've been thinking a lot about it.
Where did you arrive?
That's what I thought, but
where
I just,
did you arrive?
there's so many people. So many people in politics to remember sometimes. I just can't remember quite who they are. That was hella gay, homie.
Armed with the knowledge that Russell was guilty of a DUI a half-decade ago.
Wait, what's the need for this, though?
Because he.
So he thinks. So my proposition is abortion's murder and it should be abolished. He thinks I can't do that because I had a DUI back in the day.
But he's going to move on from that, and that's the past.
It's an interesting strategy. doesn't really play
Of
out
course,
very
it's the
well.
fat
So,
groomer-looking
back to the
guy.
idea.
Yeah,
Absolve yourself from
exactly.
I don't absolve myself. I don't have the power to absolve myself.
Who does?
It's
Christ
such
can
a
absolve.
weird like hill to die on. Going and trying so hard to argue that you should allow as many abortions as possible. Like, what a strange issue to put your life mission into making sure as many people can be killed as possible. What the heck is on his neck? I have no idea, bro. He got a square with another square outside of it, and he thought that went hard, I guess. What's up, Bernie?
So you just say sorry and you say okay.
That next time he has, he's absolutely groomed people.
Why do they?
I can't tell. It
don't they
almost looks like
always
he
look
has
the
a
same?
septum
I feel
piercing,
like-
but like a really close to the nose one.
I feel like they always look the same, like every freaking
It looks like one of those
time,
copy
dude.
symbols.
Like,
Click here to copy.
It's
True.
actually so fucking crazy. How is this
Clicked on enough of those in
possible?
GPT.
Hey, Gravy, thank you so much for
To
the
copy
raid, by
and
the way.
paste my
Thank you for the raid,
prompts.
everyone. Kick. Thank you. I hope you had a good one.
To that sin, right? And then I have the
Starbucks
consequences
man,
of it.
Oh, he does
too.
have a septum piercing. I saw it. Can't sneak past me, buddy. He's got the phenotype. Yeah.
Because people like you are going to do what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And as
Nose
you're
ring
doing what you're
theory,
doing,
always
I have to deal with that
true.
consequence.
Always
So
remains
sin
true.
Does have consequences.
He's not the brightest tool in the shed. I'm seeing indications here.
He's got the
unhinged
whole
behavior,
load
let's
out,
just put it
yeah.
that way.
Isn't he a professor?
It's basically what I said, but more polite.
What are you professor?
Comic books.
But he's not. The thing
That sounds sick,
He
bro.
used to be, apparently. He was a professor earlier this year. He got fired.
He got fired.
So this goes for a while
Raposo.
where he made a sign out of this information and tries to compete with their sign.
It's always the people that look like that were in some kind of like educational faculty position. Like you go to Rip Bozo, yeah, true. I want his hard drives checked just based on his physiognomy. Yeah.
People are walking by.
How do we know you've given it up?
Well, I guess you can test me all you want. I'm just saying.
Technically
that
it's dumb,
think
but
that
then I
was
decided it needed to
sinful,
have cameo
bad
slop.
behavior that I was doing.
Gotta love a good cameo
So-
slop.
Sin. That's what I said. I was sinning.
And this goes
Yeah.
on for a while. Eventually, a group of girls walks
Thank you, Cybernaut. Thank
This
you
is
for the
where it gets
100.
Interesting.
And it was actually quite some time ago.
Fired from your job. Like people make mistakes. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Yeah, you could be forgiven for your
Oh my
behavior.
God.
You could be forgiven for this right
He's
now.
getting
When these
countered.
girls are confronted with this strategy, they're just like, "What are you doing?" Like, so if he
They
made a
actually
mistake,
fired this
half
guy. I thought
decade-
schools were fight tooth and nail for the mentally ill teachers. They probably did fight tooth and nail for him. Maybe it was too egregious.
to go. He's owning it. What else can you ask?
You're such a stalker. Like, are you trying to take for this man's like anything you
What?
God.
And as this goes on, the girls point out how unhinged this is. And this is
See,
only
here's the thing, though. I feel like it's pretty unintelligent for those girls to stay there if that dude's making them that uncomfortable. Like, you should just leave if somebody's making you that uncomfortable. And somebody's that unhinged. Like, you should just get away from them, because unfortunately, these people are actually crazy.
the beginning. It's going to get even
Yeah,
stranger.
thanks, Barrel Mercy.
Are you that much of a
Wild
Satanist?
moves from Longhouse. When the Longhouse backfires. Thank you for the 500 barrel. Dude,
Take
this
up
is
this
so
man's
crazy.
life?
I'm not a Satanist.
Like
but
you want
this,
to burn in hell. That's
this,
your goal in life.
I don't want to burn. So I don't believe in hell, but
Oh,
this
well, you don't
guy.
believe in anything then.
They usually mistake our passion for anger, our silence for
Performative
weakness, and restraint
discomfort.
for cowardice.
I mean, I don't think they're necessarily being performative discomfort. I just think, like, situational awareness may not be where it needs to be. I don't know. I think a lot of people have not been taught that it's so hilarious they're ripping him apart. Yeah. Wife material spotted. True. I just think if somebody makes you uncomfortable, you should just immediately leave. Because chances are you feel that way for a reason.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like they don't understand control. You know, like how do I put it? Like there are a lot of times in life that you have an impulse or you have an emotion or a need, but like you're not that, right? Like you can control it. Like if you feel mad, right? It doesn't mean that you have to shoot somebody or stab
Talking
somebody,
about
right?
leaflet,
if you're
of
feeling
course.
you know,
Kappa.
doing some kind of sexual act that could get you in
And Leaf has
trouble,
been there the
right?
whole
Like,
time,
you know,
just hiding
maybe
behind Antlet.
You're doing like
I'm wearing her hair
like
right
a
now.
party or something. You don't
She's,
know
like, peeking over
the
my
state of
shoulder.
everybody, right? It's like you could do that, or you know, you don't know what kind of diseases you're gonna get, right? So like it's kind of like you have these feelings, but it doesn't mean
Now I
you
need
have
to
do
gin
them.
myself
Girl
with
said something that
Leaf's
And like
hair.
for some reason, it almost seems to me like
Leaf
a
is a
lot of
lean
these
over to get
people,
around him,
they
yeah.
have an impulse and they have to do it.
Or the
They
birth
can't-
control
they don't
pills are
have the
disrupting their
ability
survival
to actually
instincts.
stop
That's
themselves
possible.
from doing the thing.
Stood
Highly
out to
possible.
me. So you don't believe
Hang
in
on, I
anything.
got you.
His behavior indicates it because there is no standard to hold yourself up to.
And they'll LARP
then you
him.
try to point to
I'm a cute anime
the
girl, guys.
shortcomings of others, the faults of
What can I
others.
say?
But in comparison to your behavior in the very present, it doesn't work.
Intuition can serve you well when it comes to avoiding psychos. True.
Drinks and
You told us this 30 times.
Dude, I get intrusive thoughts all the time, man. Like, dude, you have no idea, man. If I could say anything without getting banned, you have no idea how hard it is, chat.
I wish I could say anything without getting banned. There'd be a lot more slurs.
You have no idea. It's very difficult. Like it might not seem like I'm exercising self-control, but I'm actually exhibiting extreme restraint all the time.
Screw would turn into an Xbox 360 live chat,
walking
bro.
Proof of self-control, because the things I could say, chat, the things I
It
could
actually looks
say-
like she's trying to talk around you. Yeah.
Like for the last hour.
I don't know why she leans so far to the right and to the left every time she starts talking.
On and moved on. That's not last night, buddy.
Maybe I
That's
would
like a
too. I
year.
mean, I don't know.
However
I don't have
long
motion
ago it was.
tracking,
So he
obviously.
can get behind
Over
the
half
wheel
a decade.
today and
That's today. He's moved on. If he did that today, that's a different situation.
And they point out that in comparison, your behaviors, you come across as more of a danger than Russell, who's acknowledging that he made a mistake.
Leaflet's character is canonically really short, so it would make sense that she wouldn't be able to talk. Like she would have to lean around me.
And
Yeah.
the people around him are picking up on this.
Tippy toes are not going to help.
a little of that prayer.
Angela's accusing
So,
Leaf of being a
you need to stop
leftist
telling
while
her what to
speaking.
do.
You're making a
Scandal.
mockery of God, and he's gonna laugh at those.
She's
I
not a
don't
le-
care
she's
about
not a
your God,
leftist.
and your God doesn't mean anything to me.
And then this
Wow.
woman approaches,
So edgy.
who seems to be religious, and she actually
said- 'cause
tries
I-
to pray.
Are
with
you saying
him
that
his
because I
behavior
said
is so
she's leaning
erratic.
to the left?
So you're not going to pray for me?
No, I will.
She just
if
got
you would like
huge.
me to.
Please, let's go.
What's the point of the what?
What's the point of holding two of them?
Right now, Brian, I just pray that you will put someone in his path, Lord, that would just speak so clearly that he can't deny. It's your
And his response is strange.
just use tonight, use his life for your glory, Lord, that one day he will be bringing peace to you. Amen.
Okay, next time.
Okay, but hear me out though. But what if the prayer was answered? Because this video will move people to the.
I
right?
adore this video so
This
much. The
video
socially
will
inept is
move
trying to do
people away
social
from
things
these
and failing
guys,
miserably.
right? So like 1 million IQ play, right? Like,
Don't touch me.
When the conversation turns to religion, this is really the turning point.
I'll follow you to your car to make sure you don't drink and drive.
Ooh, I don't know if you should follow me to my car.
I will follow you.
I didn't even drive here. So.
See,
Okay,
it's
I'll
almost
follow
strange
you.
though, because I feel like somebody like this, who's so like invested in like stalking this guy around and disrupting all this stuff, like maybe he's doing that because he really does want to be proven wrong. Maybe that's me just white pilling, but I don't know. Very strange. Could just be straight up demon possessed and crazy. Probably
People do their
the latter.
cars is generally not cool.
Well, I'm going to.
It was clear Brian's antics weren't mere retaliation, but actually crossed the line into obsession.
And when you watch the original video, which I encourage you to do on their YouTube channel, you actually find out at this point that he's there with his kids this entire time. And they're just watching their dad act like this, being like, can
I
we
take
go
back
do
what I said. This
something
guy's
else?
crazy.
He's been doing this the whole night. It's weird.
Could you imagine this being your dad, bro? Oh my gosh, I'd be so ashamed. He has the crazy eyes too, yeah.
I know. Let's go. I know. Let's go.
You say that and then continue doing it.
They're literally pleading with their dad to stop.
Stalking is illegal, last I checked, yeah. Bro, you imagine you're such a freaking crazy libtard that your, like, 10-year-old sons are having to, like, talk you out of standing around all day and having an argument with this guy.
You have to stop. They're
Just
telling him.
random cultists of the
He
mind virus,
can't
yeah.
do it. He can't let go.
Lady. Oh my fucking god, Dad!
let's
We
see what-
want burgers. We're hungry.
I mean, your kid probably should, your like 10-year-old son probably should be cursing like that, but also you are being a complete retard.
Yo, can we please get
Like, I don't know, there's something so funny about this. Brother just wants a burger, bro. He's starving his
What
kids
is
too,
going
bro.
on, man?
This is such a
Yeah,
weird.
but I really want to make sure he doesn't drive drunk. It's really important.
Oh my God!
And what do you think's going to happen when you go down this road? He brings about his own destruction. The police arrive.
It's
and
so great. He's doing so
only
much
he
damage
gets
just by being
arrested
himself.
because
People
his
naturally
behavior
come to
was
the right.
pushed
Yeah.
to such a point.
Okay, can I talk to you over here? Yes, I need to talk to you over here. Because there's an incident going on. and
It's
you're
so
following-
funny that people like this are always so insistent on not complying with the police's orders, as though they have some kind of like immunity, like they're holier than thou or whatever. Then again, they spend their whole lives believing that police just execute random people because they feel like it.
I'm not following anybody, and I'm going to walk across the street.
Okay, you're not going to walk across the street.
And then he just tries to dip out last second before he can get hit with any consequences, while acting like a smug prick.
Detained right now.
Oh,
okay?
shoot.
Oh gosh. You want us just to walk away right now?
Yeah, you guys are good.
I've had nothing.
He's like, peace.
Oh, he's.
Everyone else
Later.
who
How
believes
dare
in
he get
something
consequences.
are able to just move along with
He's
their
like,
lives.
later.
In this one exchange, we
You
see
carrot, thank you.
multiple people who are all trying to take him down. He's just trying to stand there with a sign.
I need to see your permit
Okay.
for the $35 permit that's required for
Oh,
our.
I don't have to have a permit for that.
You want to walk
twice
down
the
there with me
legal
and see
limit.
if
It's
that
just,
one?
this is just.
Is that his
uh,
wife,
is an
bro?
event, and we need
Starving
help.
my kids to own the chuds. Banger, like, parody video title.
When you set up this, you have to have a permit.
Well,
so
no,
I'll
it's
either
not
walk
true.
it. Okay,
You-
I'll be right back.
It's just freedom of speech.
That's earlier in the day, and it's just funny because it is now dark outside. Hours later, she has returned from her quest to collect the permit.
What'd they say? They said, no, they're allowed to be here. Free speech. Public.
They,
Public.
oh, yeah.
Public right
Well,
away.
they actually said,
I'm working on it.
we're so excited because we found out that when you come to Art Walk, you don't have to have a $35 permit if you're not
This is
charging
peak
any
Quangalism?
money.
Yeah, I like.
That's right.
So we're
So
gonna turn
bizarre.
it political.
This is not just something funny and fun.
Hey,
to
I
watch.
represent that
There's
socially
Oh,
actually a
inept
deep
remark.
underlying lesson here.
There's so, what is this? They're finished. Man, there's so much going on right now. Does anybody
Leaflet at the end of that video is exactly like me. I just see random video, I click.
else feel that the whole Carmelo Anthony thing, like, I feel like it has like turned on the maximum retard on the internet. It's like it got like a step worse when it happened.
Yeah,
Which behavior?
100%.
Yeah, you're too tired of these interesting times.
I mean, Carmelo Anthony was just George Floyd Jr. But I mean, what he did was way worse than what George Floyd did, which is just a crazy thing to say because George Floyd is a terrible person.
it's very tiring, right?
Bro, see, I'm surprised she's allowed to even title something like this on YouTube. Maybe I'm too censored on YouTube. Maybe I need to let loose, bro. All right. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. I got stuff to do tomorrow to celebrate Father's Day. Shout out to all you fathers in the chat, if there are any of you. But I appreciate all of you stopping by. I would love to go longer, but unfortunately I cannot. Fun stream. Yo, Cosmic, thank you for the raid again, bro. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys for stopping by, sticking around. I'm going to DM you something on Twitter in a minute. All right. Sounds good, dude. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good night. Good night, guys.